kind of move on. It's interesting. We cut the heat on. It kind of play with a little bit. No, I'm gonna kind of move forward. It was interesting. Listen to the people that did get up and speak. There's always everybody waiting on somebody to break the ice and then see what it takes for somebody else to where it goes, so it can make us become more comfortable that we could speak on our behalf. A lot of things you can't use people. You can't keep waiting on people. I think that's a lot you guys hold up. You keep waiting on somebody else. You keep waiting to see what somebody else do first, and that becomes a hold up a lot of times when it comes time to be proactive. You know, when it comes to your salvation, you gotta be proactive. Like when I told you, I got up and I told them, about me living right. I mean, nobody had got up, nobody asked nobody to say nothing. Whatever the reason was, it was there, it was placed on me. I had to say it. I just had to say what I wanted to do, and I had to let it be known that's where I was at. And for people who still alive who remember my in-laws, they know that I turned, I left, and they know what way I left and how I been gone. My mother-in-law used to be a member here. Like, I remember my mother-in-law. I ain't changed nothing. I told these people not to miss these days, the Kodash day. Y'all, how many of y'all were here? She missed that Shabbat. What happened to her? I said, well, just hang in here. That's my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law started out with me in the living room when we started off. And my mother-in-law missed that Shabbat. Y'all remember how many of y'all were here? Don't know how y'all remember? Yeah. You want to hear that on your head? And you was in what part of Korea?
I was right here in Atlanta, Georgia.
You should have been in Atlanta, Georgia. We was in Conyers. And then look. With disdain. And a fight come with that. Man, ain't no way. Y'all study, that man wasn't no Korea. We was on. Let me tell y'all. And my mother-in-law, we had no problem, never had no issue, never had no crosswords, or none of that. But I knew what I had put down for a standard for everybody. And she crossed it, she made that decision because of my dad-in-law, and she loved for him and came back for Ukog Shabur with Pentecost back then, remember? And she found out then that it was different. She was put out, she was hurt. That hurt her. That did a lot to her, but I knew something, unlike a lot of y'all couldn't do, I had to take that stand. Because people were watching me. Was she gonna get a pass? Was my mother-in-law gonna get by? No. And that's where it been. We only talked a few times since then. That been years ago. I ain't no hate or nothing, but I know what stance I had to take. And that's the stance I had to stay with. There's people in here know I had to take some stands that other people wouldn't take. I know they wouldn't take it. They ain't gonna take them now, let alone then. I just looked at, I know that I had set for everybody and she didn't do it. And that ended that. That was it. I mean, I had to take some stands. People don't know why. I had to take some hard stands. I had to tell people, hey, we serve a tithes today. Y'all done seen it. Because that's why I stand on what I believe. And everybody can't do that. And it puts you in some, pretty tight situation with people, and people get upset, their spouses or whomever. But at the end of the day, he give all us enough chances. He got us enough time. And in due time, just like some had to be an example for Tube, somebody had to be an example for Rosha, that when you turn and you turn your foot away from, when you get yourself off the beaten path, you have to be willing for what goes with that. And for me, I know when I took this job, it was a high responsibility. You never know. People say, you suffer. My pastor used to tell me, he said, you got a gift. He said, you can remember something. He said, people can't do it. A lot of people can't do what you do. I'm thinking about, I'm glad to hear. He said, thinking like, oh, okay. Wasn't nothing to me. Remember, he said, you'll suffer for that. I was like, come on, take me, nail me to a cross for Jesus' name. You know what I'm saying? I'll be suffering for him. Like, this is a good thing. And that's all TV and books. And you suffer differently when you hear people mouth. When people talking about sticks and stones break their bones and word, that's a lot worse. It'll hurt you. Especially when you hear something, that wasn't your intent, and it was said, that thing hurt worse down a stick and worse down a stone. He was like, I couldn't believe nobody would have said that. I couldn't. I'm telling you, he said, he used to tell me, he said, you're going to suffer for it. I was like, okay, like, come with me. I'll be suffering for Jesus. I'll be suffering for the Lord. And you realize people cruel. People cruel. People intent is cruel. But it come with the job. You get better. You get strengthened. I wasn't a pastor there, I was a minister and things happen and things. So I suffered as a brother. I suffered. Woo. It just kept going. That's why now a lot of stuff, it lightly fazed me. Like I said, like a water off a duck back, but you have to endure to get to that point. People want the end result. People don't look at what it takes. Like people look, they'll see somebody muscle bound. That's how they want to be. That's not how they was born. You need to see their eating regimen. You need to see their routine. You'll say, man, forget that junk. Exactly, because you look at the end result. You don't look at what people have gone through to get there. And we typically want the easier way. That's why they come with the pills. Don't have to exercise. No exercise, no strenuous this, no this. Just take this pill. And then I lost 15 inches. Like you'll disappear here for 15 inches. That's what people want, because they know people want the end results. People don't want the beginning of. You know what I'm saying? Like salvation, that starts with fear. He told that's what beginning where wisdom starts. I just want to know. I just want to be able to know. I just want the Lord just give me the. I just want to be able to know the word. Where it started at? You need fear. He said that's where wisdom started at. But you don't want that, because you have fear, then you'll be following. You'll be following. You'll be doing what you need to do. So we'll talk a little bit. How about that? I appreciate what I heard. Those of y'all that know, y'all hanging out. We'll try to see how they work out. Granville, you slept on the other side of the bed? Did you sleep on the other side of the bed last time? You still sleeping on the same side with a white pillow, or you slept on the other side? This side. You just put this pillow on this side and a mashed up pillow on the other side? That's what I figured. He tried to throw me off. I had to watch everything. People just don't know it. All right, this 15 and 4 Romans. Let's see where we go with this. With the Qahaloth. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before.
Whatever was written before.
Nikatab to Lamadas. So that.
Show someone how to do something. And guess what he's using to show us how to do something? The writings. That's what they're there to show us how to do something. A lot of what you guys talked about is right here in the writing. Show us how to do something. Listen.
So that through endurance. And
going through without quitting.
And through the Nakum.
That's right, reward. They just holler pride. That's right, it's a reward. That's right, that's something you obtain through winning in competition. You're in a competition now. That's a lot of people gonna quit. A lot of races have been won by people quitting. I just keep going. I don't let people, this is what a lot of people think. Everybody pass me. Let's see how long you keep running. That's not, I don't get running, I don't move. I mean, you do that in a kid's race, but this race here, man, it's long distance, isn't that right? I'm trying to tell you, a quarter-mile horse can't do what no long distance runner do. That stuff there, you look, man, they gone. Let's see how long you can do it. Y'all hear that? I just pace myself. Isn't that right? At least like Indiana Jones, I be pacing. Yeah, even through the Temple of Doom, I sure thought that man was talking about Indiana Jones. He said, no, the Indiana pacer. I said, I was thinking about Indiana Jones, man. I said, I don't pay. I ain't never like, I ain't like him with Randy. I ain't like him with Reggie Miller, that big Rick Smiths. They know how to spell it now. He knew an H went on the end of that thing. The Smites, that's actually the original name for Smith. Most people don't know that. So he didn't know how to spell it. So anyway, going through without quitting, and for the reward of the
Ketubim,
of the writings,
we might have Tikva.
That's something we look at. Since we talked about that, let's look at something right quick. Let's look at something. How about Shaphatym? They call it judges, Shaphatym, judges, or vindicators. That's what the judge do, is whether people, cause even when they convict somebody, it's actually vindicating somebody else. Most people don't look at that. That's why you really look at a judge as a vindicator. Because typically you prosecute them. It's one way or another, they're being prosecuted. So they're there to vindicate. The person that bringing the accusation against is trying to be vindicated, saying, see, I was right about what I said about him. Or it's vindicating the person that the false accusation been made. So either way it goes, it's still a vindicator. See, they don't think of it that way, do you? Huh? That's all about how you look at it. Let's say 14 and 1 right quick. Y'all work with me, because we just kind of see how this work out. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of move along. Listen.
Then Shamshun,
13. 13 and 1. How many of y'all did not know that Michael Jackson was a physician? Did not know that Michael Jackson was a physician? Yes. He actually wrote a song where he told you about it. Boogie fever. How you knew he had a temperature? Y'all didn't get it. Boogie. Who want to be saved? One gonna be saved. Hold on, stop a second. Hold on. What you say? Come up here. Come say it in my face. Come up here. Come say it in my face. Who that was? You couldn't put me to the side. Come on. You couldn't put me to the side. You couldn't put me to the side of that. I know you ain't, but you could have said something. You didn't give me no chance. You know you didn't. And they heard you. Hold on for a minute. I told that hypocrite. Ron, I know that's what they said. How you know they said that? Put two chests up there. Because you heard who they said. They said it, you heard it, and what did you tell them? And what did you tell them when they said it? Put nothing up there. That's what I seen them. I'm looking at that enemy now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, how many of y'all didn't know the Silvers was a doctor? So I want to see where y'all was at. That's how I want to see where y'all was at. That's all it is in there, right? So silver can be used in medical research. See that? We fixed, don't take long. Care. Appreciate that, Inglewood. Okay, let's see. 13 and 1. Let's see how this work out. Let's see how. Listen.
now the Bani of Yasharal again did Rosha in the of Yahuwah.
What that mean? Again. They've done it before. A lot of time, this is our situation. So let's see what happened.
So that Yahuwah gave them into the hands of the Philistine 40 shanim.
Well, they said for the they put this it would be the What the site? Okay, the site. Okay, so Yahuwah gave them into the hands of the Philistines. It said Philistines here. Philistine, 40. 40 years. Shanim, 40 years. He put them in the hands of the Philistines. Now, ask yourself. Now, the Benin, the sons of Yasharal, again, did Rosha in the site of Yahuwah, the existing one. So the existing one gave them into the yard, put hand to works. Remember the hand, what is the hand used for? Work. So look at the work. So when he gave them to the hand, what did he give them in the hand to do? He gave them the hand to work. How they want to work. So now they getting to work on it how they saw fit. Remember when Yahuchanan told you he went down, he said he went down to the potter's house. And what did he see the potter doing? Working on work, and he saw him working with what? And he took when he had made the first vessel, he made it, and then he took his hand and he marred it. That's what he did. He took it and he marred it. Then he took it and he put it and he fashioned again to his liking. So when he just tells stuff that you have to pay attention to, how they saw things is different than the way you see it. In the hands, he let them, so when I put in your hand, I gave you to work it how you see fit. That's what he gave me into the hands so you can work it. Work it. Just like we was in Mizraim, he put us in the hands of Pharaoh. He told you was under the hands of, they used the term under the hands of, that means you today working. So they understood things differently, okay? Let's just kind of look at this, okay? All right. So he put them in the hands and let them do, of course, he put them in the hands to work them, right? For 40, let's see what happened.
There was a certain Ish of Sarah of the Mishpachah of the Danites, whose Shem was monarch, and his Azzah was barren and had not
Let's
born.
stop. How about let's do two things. Let's see what his name means. How about that? Let's look at where he was from and what his name means. Let's see. We'll find out. We're going to play with the heat a little bit, leave it on a little bit. I don't want to burn up, but we take a little bit of this. I know they're how they cool. And they sick. They know they had pneumonia before they came, but they're going to try to play like it came in tonight. You can't get pneumonia in one night. It's impossible. It started cold, flu. Man, I caught pneumonia there. In 1 hour, you caught pneumonia. They don't know I know that. I know they'll tell one now. We know we could have just took it and went up. Whichever way is faster, though. Whichever way is faster for you. Manoach. Complete rest. Okay. Complete rest. Okay. That makes sense. Let's look at where he's from. So we'll try to remember that. Let's see what this play. I don't know. We'll see. So they put that. Just try that Zorah City. They always put a Z whenever you see the TF because they look at the sound. Zorah. So they won't tell us. King James run all three of these are different. So this is gonna put a wasp as stinging. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Complete rest. Listen. And his Azzah was barren and had not born, which makes sense. Isn't that right? So she was basically like a ground that hadn't brought up any crops. Let's see what happened.
Then the Malachie of Yahuwah appeared to the Azzah and said to her,
What did it say?
Behold, now you are barren and have not born, but you shall conceive and bear a ben. Now therefore, please beware.
They said, what they call it? They call it like zero for the seed. Well, I can't. What they call seed? What? Zero. See, okay, now I'm gonna say a son. Okay, don't worry about it. Now I put Ben, don't worry about it. Well, I'm looking at what the word be for seed anyway. It'd be like zero would be the word for seed. Would be the same for son. Remember, because it's continued. Everything kind of plays off of another application. Okay, things are barren, just like the land when the land was barren. Remember? And what was the purpose? Think about it. When the land was barren before, when he put you out for 70 years, what did he tell you was going to happen? That's right. The land was going to manure. It was going to get complete rest. That's what he told you when he put you out. He said we're going to put you out for 70 years. He said so that she can keep her Shabbat, so she can manure, so she can get complete rest. Hello? Okay, I don't know what y'all thinking. She hadn't bared no seed, so she had rest. Come on.
Now therefore, please beware, drink not wine nor strong drink, nor eat any unclean thing. For behold, you shall conceive and bear a ben, and no razor shall come upon his head. For the boy shall be a Nazir to Elohim from the womb.
Nazir. They're going to put all this Z stuff anyway. Go ahead.
And he shall begin to deliver Yasharal from the hands of the Philistines.
Y'all see that? From the works. That's what he's going to do. He's going to deliver them from the works. Hello?
Yes,
Let's
sir.
see something. The 5th chapter. Let's see that one. Galatians 5. Let's just look at something since we're there. Galatians chapter 5. Listen, listen to what I want. Listen.
And now stand fast in the freedom with which the Mashiach has made us free, and shall not return to conquer with the yoke of bondage.
Return to conquer with the yoke of bondage. So you're standing fast so you don't come back and be overtaken again. So now what we're going to look at when he went through now and stand fast in the freedom with which the Mashiach, the no one has made us free, and shall not return to conquer with the yoke of bondage. They're being taken back over. Y'all got it? So guess what was the purpose of what happened with them? That when they had got complete rest, Manoah, they weren't supposed to find themselves going back to be conquered again, find themselves back into the hand again. So a lot of things we don't look at the way they saw things. But for them, they understood if they were being made free, what did they know? I can't hear y'all. Slavery? Exactly. Well, I'm finna get a check for you. Then I said, what did Dan say? I can't read the eyes. They knew bondage. They knew oppression. That's right. They knew all these things. They just told them to stand fast in the liberty. In order to do that, what would I know? I would have to know the opposite, right? You had your hand up. Oh, so and be not entangled again. Let's see.
Behold, I, Shaul, say to you that if you be circumcised, the Mashiach shall be of no benefit to you.
Well, I ain't gonna go down. Let's go into the 5th chapter about the works of the flesh. Oh, go down. What is it? 5 and 9, what, 14? 18? Go down. No. Whoa. Okay, that's 19, 5, 19. Let's see.
Now
Yes.
they are known as the works of the Basar, in which they are immorality, impurity, sensuality,
We're going to fornication. Then come on, idolatry,
sorcery, enmity, strife, jealousy,
mutual hatred,
wrath, disputes, dissensions, factions.
Okay. Now, I know these kids ain't gonna learn that math now. That's works of the flesh. They said fraction. Yeah. Evil eye.
Murder, drunkenness, revilings, and such like, of which I said what I have already said, that you do such things shall not inherit the Malkuth of the Elohim.
So now this is important for us to look at. So the purpose of when he told them that they gave them they had came and gave them a zerah, I think it's Z-E-R-A. I'm not sure for the seed. Don't count me on that. But for the seed, Z-E-R-A, I think how they spell it, for the seed. So the purpose of coming and getting the seed now was to try to get them to understand in order to receive the seed, he had to keep himself from these behaviors. Because see, look what happened. Those behaviors would not allow them to inherit. He's letting you know these wouldn't allow you to inherit. Now, Yasharal had committed Qatar. When? When they commit Qatar? What did you hear?
Again,
They did it again. And what did he do?
gave him to the Philistines.
He put them into the hand. He put them into the work. Guess what you just found out about the works of the flesh? Ain't that amazing that he used the terminology that the works of the flesh? Because that's what the hand is. The hand represents work. So when he put them in the hands of the Philistine, guess what it allowed them to do? That's right. So now when he gave them the seed, guess what the seed come along doing?
Deliver.
He was supposed to deliver, but how he delivered them was the fact he wasn't given over to these things. Remember, he wasn't supposed to take any of this stuff. He was supposed to keep himself from it. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of times people don't see where they faults at. A lot of times people don't see things the way they saw it. The fact you use terminology, if he actually spoke and said it versus how they wrote things, they would have understood hand differently than we would have understood it. Because they understand that's how you work. Y'all got it? This is how I work, by my hands. Y'all got what I'm saying? They tell you tell if a man work, they say, look at his hand. That man got strong hand. The calluses on the head. People knew what they said. Yeah, look at your hand. What they said? Boy, you ain't doing no work. Why would they look at your hand? Why didn't they just look at your clothes? Well, let me see them hands. So that show you how much people understood it. Even our people, the older generation, not attached to Elohim, they understood that the works of the flesh were these. He was supposed to keep himself from. Because we're looking at how we wind up getting ourselves into these situations. And a lot of time what you guys don't look at, you got to look at how you're working. You got to look at how you're working. Y'all got it? Yahushua told you that he had to, what would he had to do while he had to work the worker, so he got to pay attention to his hands. Pay attention to what he put in, what he applied himself to. A lot of times you got to look at what you guys give the most energy to. You give the energy to fail. You give the energy to trying to find excuses to things. It's easy to do that. It's easy to glow in things, but he tried to get it to understand. Even when I was listening, Ernie was talking about how he keeps going, and a lot of you know what your problem is. It's amazing that when they told the FI transgression. We know them. And people hear that, they're saying, I just have to keep going, I have to keep going. You don't want to keep going some way if it's wrong. That's one thing why he allowed things to go as long as they do. It's getting you guys to a point to realize your way don't work. And the way y'all logic to it a lot of time is, well, this is all I know how to do. If it's wrong, then you got to learn. He said, you that was set on doing Rosha, now you got to learn how to do too. See, we just look at doing Rosha if we drinking, if we hurting people. Ain't like I'm killing people. Anytime you're doing things that's contrary to what he marked, that's sin. That's kata, which means you missed. So you had to get yourself out of the mind of, it's not like I'm really, because now you start to marginalize. See, he told us, when he told us that all Rosha, all unrighteousness, he said all of it kata. So we started trying to stop mental. He said that's why you start to shift the value of monies. You made the sugar small, you made something else great. He said then you start to falsify balances. Like someone said, like you said, I talk around. He talked about it. He said you falsify the balance. Because what kind of weights were you supposed to have? That's how they did. They had to put things on the scale. You couldn't eyeball nothing. They had to weigh it. They knew they had to weigh it. You had to weigh it. So they knew exactly how things work. What was the purpose of the scale? So I can just kind of eyeball it? It was never set for you to eyeball anything. It was to make sure it would be a just weight. All your measure had to be done. You know what I'm saying? He even told you about when you do something. You know what I'm saying? Well, how I do it? Be careful. Guess how I get it back? The same measure. He said the same measure come back now. You did something thrust hard. He said, now, I've weighed that. You know what I'm saying? He said, now, this is how I work. Now, what you gave, I have to what I gave Cannon, he said, now, when I put it on my scale, it's actually 7 times more. So he said, watch how you measure. He said, because the same measure you was going to come back. The difference is, I told you how my scale works. So I don't tell you, I only hit Candy one time. He said, but I told you how to do it. I multiply. I rob. R-A-B. I rob. I multiply. I increase. So when we did, I told you didn't find this out after. I told you before you done it. My punishment is too much for me. It's too much. I don't know how when I told you how I measure. So that made me consider, but for some people say, well, I hit you, hit me back. No, it's like, somebody start beating the brakes out there. I just hit them one time. Well, I measured it differently. I measured one hit with a shot. I'm just telling you, Yahuwah said that, but so you don't know how Yahuwah, that's the whole thing. I told you how my scale worked. I'm on the increase. You're gonna be decreasing. So a lot of times you have to really pay attention, and when you guys find yourself in turmoil and thing, it's because you sat back and you really don't consider. It's not really practical what you're doing. Like, just listen to what you're saying. A lot of things I listen to y'all say, it's not practical. It's really not practical in thinking. If you really sat down and say it, it's really sat down and be honest, because this is what I look and I try to tell people now. I don't get this. From a business standpoint, I don't get it. I don't know how y'all keep doing something when it don't pay. It's not making sense to me. Why y'all keep doing it? It's only a couple of reasons why things not working out for you. And it's like, you don't see that and you keep going. So it's like, so you really don't pay attention that your way couldn't be the right way. He had told you, I'm trying to show you how different my ways are from your ways. And you keep saying, no, the enemy just against me, which is true. But unfortunately, who you thinking is the enemy, which you say, is really not. Your enemy is Yahuwah. I'm just telling you, y'all really do stuff to me. Y'all really don't think out the matter. Y'all really need to be careful. Y'all be talking about the enemy against you and things working, because it's the enemy, but unfortunately, you made the wrong enemy. Because your situation is what it is for a reason. The quicker you kind of get that rationale, the quicker you're going to kind of get yourself to start making an adjustment, because it don't make sense. only one person afflicted. I'm the one afflicting you. So it's like, well, you remember when Yahushua was up on the two? Let me see, 27 right quick. 27:35. Let me just see that right quick. Mathathyahu. I'm sorry. Listen.
And it came to pass when they crucified him, they divided up his garments between them and cast lots to fulfill what was said by the Pa of the Nabi.
I'm sorry, 27:35 again.
They divided my garments up among them.
27:35. At the beginning.
And it came to pass when they crucified him,
When they crucified him.
they divided up his garments between them and cast lots to fulfill what was said by the Pa of the Nabi. They divided my garments up among them, and for my clothes cast lots.
You said him? Among him?
Among them.
Among them, okay.
And for my clothes cast lots. They sat there and watched him, and they placed a pronouncement of his guilt above his head, and they wrote, "This one is Yahushua, the Malak of the Yahudim." They crucified 2 robbers with him, one on his right and one on his left. Those passing by blasphemed him and wagged their heads. And they said, "You who would demolish the Hakal and build it in 3 Yamim, save your Kai. And if you are the Ben of Elohim, come down from the 2. Likewise, the Rosh Kohanim, along with the scribes and Zakanim, also mocked him and saying, he saved others, but he is not able to save himself. If he is the Malak of Yasharal, let him now come down from the Toot, then we shall amon in him. He trusts in Elohim. Now let him rescue him if he desires him. For he said, I am the Ben of the Elohim. Even the robbers who were crucified with him.
Even who now?
The robbers who were crucified with him insulted him in a similar way.
That's good.
There was Kashak over all the Arats from the 6th hour to the 9th hour.
27 right quick. Back me up by 21. 27:21. Same book. 27:21. Listen.
The governor answered and said to them, which
Make it 20.
But the Rosh Kohanim and the Zakanim incited the crowd of to request for them Bar-Abba and to destroy Yahushua. The governor answered and said to them, which of the 2 do you want me that I release to you? And they said, Bar-Abba.
Bar-Abba, born of the Father. Come on.
And Pelotus said to them, then what shall I do to Yahushua, who is Kara by the Shem of Mashiach? All of them answered, let him be crucified. The governor said, and what Rosha has he done? But they still shouted and said, let him be crucified. And it came to pass when Pelotus saw that it was nothing benefited, and that the disturbance had only increased, he took Ma'im and washed his hands in the of the and said,
What is that?
I am innocent of the dam of this Siddiq Ish.
That's right.
You saw it.
You saw it. Come on.
And all the answered and said, his dam is upon us,
And?
upon our Benin.
Yes.
Then he released Bar-Abba to them, but having Yahushua struck with whips, and he handed him over to be crucified. The military men which were of the governor took Yahushua and brought him into the Beth of Justice, and the entire regiment gathered around him. And they stripped him of his garments and wrapped him in a scarlet robe. They wove thorns and made them into a crown. They placed it on his head and a staff in his right hand, and they knelt before him and ridiculed him, saying, Shalom to you, Malak of the Aldean.
Yeah.
And they spat on him, then took the staff and struck him on the head. After they ridiculed him, they stripped the robe from him, put his garments back on him, then led him away to be crucified.
What verse that is?
That's 31.
Okay, you go to 40. Come on.
And they said, You who would demolish the Hakal and build it in 3 yamim, save your life. If you are the ben
It's a McCall.
Hakal.
Hakal. Okay.
If you are the ben of the Elohim, come down from the crucifixion. Likewise, the Rosh Kohanim, along with the scribes and Zakanim, also mocked him and saying, He saved others, but he is not able to save himself.
Come on.
If he is the Malak of Yasharal, let him now come down from the crucifixion, then we shall aman in him. He trusts in Elohim, let him rescue him if he desires him. For he said, I am the ben of the Elohim. Even the robbers who were crucified with him insulted him in a similar drop.
Yes.
There was kashak over all the arats from the 6th hour to the 9th hour. At about the 9th hour, Yahushua sayak out in a loud call, Ali, Ali, lama sabachthani.
What is that?
My all.
You said Satan what now?
My all,
Satan who?
my all. Why have you abandoned me?
Why he ain't blaming on Satan? Like you do. He let it's only one person. It's only one person control your whole situation. Y'all get too much credence to him. Y'all don't look at who allows. He allow. He told you that. I allow whom I will, and I harden myself. You learned it. You should have learned it. You hadn't. That's why y'all guys crash. That's why y'all live in these bubble worlds that make no sense to me. I don't get it. It's not hard. It's only one person that make your career. It's only one person that creates your situation. It's only one person that sustain your situation. Only one person that change your situation. Only one person that crush your situation. That's Yahuwah. Once you understand that, you start to operate differently. That's what I did. I operate differently. I understand who control my situation. Am I going up? Am I lying down? Am I going out? Am I coming in? Ain't but one person. I don't have the time or the energy. I'm not superhuman, not at all. It's not hard. You just make your decision what you're going to do. You're going to keep crying. You're going to keep minimizing. You're not going to win. The fights y'all make, the reason why they get harder for you, because it's stupid. How you going to beat somebody that already know what you're going to think before you think it? How you going to make a move that he already done moved before you did it? The move you make, he already got something set up to entangle you. But y'all will do it anyway, because it's just, you had this unique ability that it just makes sense for you. You keep thinking how things should go. You don't know what you're doing. If you did, he wouldn't be who he was. You had to be able to submit to his will. To actually say it. You can't say it because you hadn't submitted to his will. That he tried to tell you before. My heart desire for Yasharal lives. What was it? Because I bet you reckon you got a zeal. You guys all tell me you came, but his name called to knowledge. Now actually, that's why I know how you come here. Like I want to know, how did you come? What were you really trying to do? Everybody didn't speak. A lot of people think, well, I don't really want to say I don't do or whatever, because at some point you need to be honest. At some point you need to be honest with yourself. Just like a lot of people up down. People said a long time. I just wanted clarity. I needed clarity so I could move. When I was listening back, when I was on the outside and I was listening, I was making preparation. It was never my intent to stay out. It was my intent to get in. So I was making preparation, looking at how to get rid of some stuff. That's all I was doing. I was getting rid of stuff. I'm being honest. I was getting rid of stuff because I wasn't trying to go anywhere. I wasn't trying to go anywhere I was. I already knew that was wrong. I've been convicted in the way I was. So I had to come out of that. And like, y'all, you still drug your way with you, and you still got it, and it's still holding you back, and you keep trying to say what it is, and you keep making other things. It's you. It's you. You got to stop being you. You made your defense of trying to keep thinking, be a better you. All of you is bad. All of you is bad. That's why you got to change. All of you is bad. As it said, eat the meat, spit out the bones. All of it's bones. That's why you got to get rid of it. Just being honest. That's just being honest, and that hurts us because you keep trying to find other ways to get around it. Listen, man, I'm just trying to figure why he ain't put it on Satan. Who spit on him? Satan? Them people spit on him. He could have called them people out. Who gave it? Who all judged to say he should go up there? Was it Satan? No, those people did it, and they knew it. They said stuff on us. Then they said, man, this ain't nothing but the devil. Them people knew it. They said, this is on us, and it's on our children, didn't they? And he got through. He realized he has abandoned me. As he said he abandoned me. He knew it's only one way this can happen. When Qahaloth told him he had the authority to kill him or to set him free, he said, you can't have no authority on me except to be given you from Shamayim. He said, the one that delivered me to you, they got the greater condemnation. Let me tell you something, man. A lot of y'all don't know why y'all go through so much y'all going. Look at who you've been fighting. You've been fighting. You said, I know what I need to do. I heard you say it, I ain't do it. What y'all think was going to happen? I'm just his spokesman. I tell you I do something, you don't do it. It can't be good because it's his word. You ain't fighting me, you ain't fighting me, you fighting his word. Y'all, you constantly put yourself in a situation where everything about you has to crumble. And he just keep putting the increase on you. Listen, as long as it take you, the harder he make it. Make it still be for a benefit. He just keep tearing you down because y'all keep doing the same thing. At some point, you got to see it ain't working. It ain't hard for me. It ain't working. Even like just use the earning for wicked. I keep doing it, and it ain't working. What I do, I'll be looking at what I have to do. So at some point, you got to look at this. What is he trying to get you to see? Just use you. He's trying to get you to see your way is not working. It doesn't make sense to keep doing it. It makes sense to surrender. But surrendering would mean I'm not in control. That's the problem. That's the problem with us. You can't be in control. He got to be in control. That's when it worked better. Hello?
Yes, sir.
That's it. Sit at 2 Corinthians 12:1 right quick. Listen.
Indeed, I need to boast, and even though it shall not help, for I shall come to the sight of the Adon and his revelations. Kazum.
That's revealed. That's what he said. Come, see what he's going to do? He's going to come to grips with what's been revealed. What I know already. And I can't come to grips with what I don't know. Isn't that right? That makes sense. He said, I'm going to come to grips with what's been revealed. Come on.
I know a ish in the Mashiach, which he took up to the third firmament for 14 shanim, whether in the Basar I do not know, or outside of the Basar I do not know.
Who know?
The Elohim knows.
You know what, though? I got a good inkling. What did he just say? So how I know? I got a real good idea. I bet all the money I ever made in my life on it. You shouldn't. The man just told you whether the man was in the flesh or out. I don't know. What did he say?
And that ish.
Hold on, what did he say about the man? Did he say who know?
Whether in the Basar I do not know, or outside of the Basar I do not know. The Elohim knows.
So I just said I know. They didn't preach to tell you they know. What the man just told you. So why you even trying to go? Everything don't belong to you. He told you the secret thing belong to who? So how am I trying to figure it out? I got the people that trying to figure it out. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, once you told that the secret thing belong to Elohim, those things which are, he just said he came to grips with what? What's been revealed. That has not been revealed, so I ain't gonna waste my time. But still, don't you kind of want to know? This is some of y'all ruach. Oh yeah, catch him up fast. That's your ruach. It don't bother me one bit or another.
Yeah.
The man just told me. If he want me to know, guess what he did?
It revealed it.
Hit it.
Yeah.
Those things that are revealed belong to us and to our benin.
That's right.
Even all this dabarim. I'm not trying to get my mind on trying to figure out whether he in the flesh, but think about it. You remember Yahuchanan? I ain't thinking about nothing. He just said, Elohim know. If he want me to know, he'll say, we know. Just like the day of Yahuwah, what did he say? Elohim know what? You yourselves know perfectly well that it so cometh. Concerning that, he said, you know it's coming. So that's been revealed. Now, whether the man was in the flesh or out the flesh, that ain't been revealed to you. He said, Elohim know. Listen.
And that each, whether in the basar or outside of the basar, I do not know, the Elohim knows. That he was caught up into the paradise in Shama in inexpressible dabarim that prevents from an ish to speak. Of
So he
such,
spoke words, he expressed words. Go ahead.
of such in one I shall boast, but on myself I shall not boast, except in my weakness.
Look at that. Look what he said. He said, in such thing I'll boast. He said, but not of myself. He said, but in my weakness. Confusing? How many of y'all got it already? Well, I'm just listening to what he just told you. You got it? No, I wasn't going to explain no more. I was just asking I was going to move to something else. This is my pen. My brother called. You come get the pen, you put a check. Ring, who is that? Hey, brother, how you doing? Ern ain't on his way yet. He should be. Explain. Come on, keep going. Go ahead. Nah, don't stop nothing.
For if I shall want to boast, I shall not be
Why?
foolish.
He said what?
For if I shall want to boast, I shall not be foolish.
See that? He realized that. He said, I don't want to do that. It'll be foolish. It'd be foolish to boast in itself. Listen.
By which I shall speak the amat.
He said, and I'll speak the truth. Come on.
But I hold back that no one shall consider me more than that he sees me,
Yeah.
or that he shama from me.
See that? He said the reason why he won't boast in himself, because he don't want you to see him more than what you see him to be or than when you hear him to be. He said, so that's why I look at not boasting in myself. He said, that will make me foolish. And you'll listen to these preachers boast about how great they are. And he told you already, what would that be? That would be foolish. He said, because I wouldn't want someone to see me to think more of me than they would, or when they hear to think more of me. He said, that would be foolish. Listen.
And for the sake of which I should not be exalted, through the exceeding greatness of the Kazum, there was given me a thorn in the basar.
See that? So to keep him from becoming exalted himself in the flesh, guess what he got? He wound up getting a thorn. He wound up getting a thorn to keep him from being exalted above. That's even amazing when it came to Yahushua. When y'all just reading the 27th chapter. Amazing when they came down. You know what the people did before him? What did they do?
So the
Hold
crown
on,
of thorns.
no, when they bowed before him. They started to bow before him. They told him, hell, Malak. But amazingly, they was giving him a thorn to the flesh. If they took it and wrapped it and put it in his head, what did he have? And where was it sticking him at? These folks were saying, hell, Malak. Hell, Malak. They on their knees. He said, listen. So they was giving even him a thorn. Listen what happened.
A malaki of Satan to hit me with a fist so that I should not
See that
be
to
exalted.
strike me. See that he sent a malachite. This is what he struck. See how Satan took his cape and swiped around your eye. What was he using exactly? His hand. So he was put where the works, where Satan could work him. So these works could happen from his hand. See what the worker understood that? He used a fist to strike a blow. Listen.
Concerning this, I pleaded the Adon 3 times to take it away from me.
See that? He besought him 3 times. Who know why? Hands. All right, what you got? I got that hand eased up, this one easing. Dwight did like this. You don't even count. Come on, what you got, Cookie? Okay, I got to move. Come on, Jahi, what you got? In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. That's it. So he asked her, he looked at that's how we confirm it. So surely this is what he wanted. Listen.
And he has said to me,
What did he say?
my kasid is sufficient for
See
you.
that? My kasid is sufficient to you. Y'all see that? My con, my favor is sufficient for you. Listen.
For power is perfected in weakness.
Ooh. You see what he told you? He said because his power was perfected in his weakness. Let's see what he told us.
Therefore my lob rejoiced in boasting in my weakness.
See that? He said, therefore my joy became in boasting in my weakness. Listen.
so that the power of the Mashiach may dwell in me.
So he looked at, so the power of the Mashiach might dwell in me. Listen.
Therefore I desire my nefesh in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distress, for the sake of the Mashiach.
See that? He looked at, these are the things he said he looked to value the more about himself. He looked at all these things. Why? Because these are things that go outside of my limits. So when I'm still show the capability of being able to overcome them, guess what it shows now? That shows the power of the Mashiach. How else could I possibly do it? You see that? Now you see the strength of him versus the strength of me. See, you would never catch that, would you? So then you want to know why certain things happen, like you said, being afraid of things happening. So you have to do things. Remember you said that? So that other people are carrying you so other things can happen. He said, I want you to stop and let me show you how I'll work past your ability. See, because a lot of times you could be in the way. See that? Look what he told you, he said, therefore I take pleasure in this. Who in here going to take pleasure in being hungry? And being sick? Why would you do that? When you're pressing on above your strength? Nobody want to be on that. Why I got to do that? Why I just can't be making it? He said, because when you just be making it, you ain't going to believe it. They see you. When you pressing past, guess what they see? Just like when I was down to sick, you remember I came in straight from the hospital, and y'all tried to wonder why I had come in, I had to get up and preach. Y'all remember that? And I come people, well, he can sit down and preach. You could, because you don't know what you're doing. I can't because I had to press past. Because it's no longer I, it's him. Anybody can do it when they feel better. Okay, that's it. Don't worry about it. See, limitations are good too. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll help y'all out, son. Let's get back to what we had since we're talking. How about that? Let's jump back over to the 14th chapter now. We'll jump over to the 14th chapter of the book of Shaphatym. You forgot all about that, didn't you? How many of y'all have forgot where we was at? How many forgot good? Because we read the 13th chapter. I called it 14. I know they probably don't think I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. I want 14 now.
That's right.
14 and 1. Listen.
Then Shamshun went down to Timnah and saw an Azzah in Timnah.
Let's see what Timnah means since we're there. How about it? Is that okay with y'all? I know what you're going to do. You'll go home and study. So that's all a preacher do. You look up words. Yeah. I know. You should, we're on the same level. They waste time. You probably waste a lot of time. All you to try it and see. People should be coming out the woodworks to follow you. Got to live right. There's a lot of stuff come what I do. Time, seasoning, understand what people. That is time and seasoning. Listen. What is, Timnah, what is it? A portion assigned. Okay. Let's go.
Then
To weigh out, what is it, to weigh out? Why do we look that up? Is that the root word to manor or something? Timnah. To weigh out, okay. To allot or constitute officially, okay. What's that? To enumerate, okay. Or enroll. No, you fine. I ain't gonna be able to use it anyway. Last time I did that, I had took them colon cleanser and I played around and get to the toilet quick enough. I enumerated. I know that's time I had them peas, them pinto beans. I enumerated that place and annihilated. All right, come on. So Shamshun.
One
Let's see
of the
what is
Banu,
Shamshun? Let's see what that name mean anyway. How about that?
She ain't better than your best friends. You need to pay attention.
Oh, sunlight. Interesting. Shamshun. Sunlight. Okay. Okay. Come on.
one of the Banuth of the Philistine. So he came back and told his Abba in his aim and said, I have seen an Azzah in Timnah, one of the Banuth of the Philistine. Now therefore get her for me as an Azzah.
Why?
Then his Abba in his aim said to him, Is there no Azzah among the Banuth of your Akim, or among all our that you go to take an Azzah from the uncircumcised Philistine. But Shamshun said to his Abba,
What is saying?
get her for me, for she pleases in my
You think he probably weighed it out? He might have weighed it out. Went to Timnah, went over to weigh it out. Portion out, yeah. Come on.
But his Abba and his aim did not know that it was of Yahuwah.
Hold what you got. See that 9 right quick. 9th chapter of the book of Mashalim. Mashalim. Let me see 9 and 14. Let me see what I want. I'm gonna read down for sure. They call it proverb Mah. Shalim. What's it, 9, 14, 9, 20? Let's see what it is. Oh, come on. I dropped down 14, 15. Come on. All right, come on. 20, let me see, what is it? 20, what's the last verse? Let me see if it's 27. Why is 27 come to my mind?
18, the last verse.
18, the last verse. Back up. Go to 15, let's see. Should have talking about living joyfully with the wife. When is the 9th chapter? 9, 12, am I too far down? Well, turn into her. 16. Oh, Qahaloth, the 9th chapter. Qahaloth, I said Marshallah. Qahaloth. The 9:27 is what I want. Verse 9. Make it 7. Qahaloth. Which are the lectures? 9. What's that? 9 and 7. Listen.
Go then, eat your lakam in happiness,
Y'all
and
hear
drink
that? Go then, eat your lakam.
in happiness,
Uh-huh.
and drink your wine with a cheerful lob. For the Elohim has already approved your works.
Listen.
Let your garments be white at every time.
And
Let not oil be lacking on your head.
what happened?
Look upon Kai with the Azzah, whom you ahab all the Yamim of your Kai of your vanity,
Listen, why?
which he has given to you under the Shamash,
Why?
all the Yamim of your vanity.
What happened?
For this is your reward in Kai and in your labor in which you have labored under the Shamash.
That's amazing. You trying to tell this your reward? That's gonna be your portion. Amazing. He told you about the sun. His name was Sunlight. That's his portion. That's why he went to Timnah. That was his portion. That's what he gave him under the Shamash, under Sunlight. That's amazing. Come on back up to what we had at the 14th chapter. Yeah, I probably had it already wrote up. The 14th chapter of the book of 14th chapter of the book of Marshalim. I'm sorry, 14th chapter of the book of Shaphatym. They call Judges. What verse we left off at?
Verse 4.
Verse 4. Okay.
But his Abba and his aim did not know that it was of Yahuwah.
See that? They didn't know that it was of Yahuwah. See, sometimes people don't realize when things happen before you run your mouth, be talking. A lot of times, I made it say, folks, y'all do run your mouth. You don't know what it be of Yahuwah. His daddy did tell it, and you know why they talked and why his daddy told him why he couldn't get about it? They just told you why. They didn't know it was of Yahuwah. A lot of stuff y'all do, I had to come to realize, because you don't know. See, that's why it's so important to know the workings and understand the ideology. That was the whole purpose. You know what he realized when he looked at, now think about this. Now, they didn't know that it was of Yahuwah. What would be what would be the most practical, logical, and not theoretical thing to do since they didn't know? Hands. Ask the Kohan. Good one. That's a good one. Because y'all were taught it, because this actually was written in the Nabim. And they should all be taught of Elohim. So if they didn't know it was of Yahuwah, what's going to be the practical thing to do? Yeshayahu came along and told us that later. Because you could find yourself talking against Elohim. If they didn't know and they were doing it, did that mean they wouldn't be guilty because they didn't know? Because once you know, what do we learn?
Kata.
That be sin. So what do you think he started to put into play? All of your benin, your children, are going to be taught of me. They're going to be taught of me. Okay? Let's look at something. What you got to see if that's something. Oh my goodness. 5, hold on one second. 5, might be 4. See if that Acts of the Shalakim 5. 25. Let me see that what I want. See the 5 or 4. Let me see that one. Y'all gotta forgive me. Man, not having these scripts, bro. I need them notes so bad. I'm gonna back up. Let me see. 5. Let me see. 5:25. So if you back me up a little bit, go up a little higher. Let's see. Gamaliel, show the top. 19:4. Is it the 4th chapter I want? 31, 32. Probably go down. Let me see. 5. No, because 32 should be the last verse. Go up high. It might be the 4th chapter there. Whew. Should have been Gamaliel talking with them. 4th chapter. What's the last? 5th chapter. What verse I want? 32, the last. Who? 38. It goes further than 32? Okay. 37, let's see. Oh no, take me up 35. 5:35. I don't know why I thought it ended at 32, 31, 32. We are witnesses of these things. So it's all around. 5:34. What I said, 34? Let's see. Well, there was 35. I put 34. Go 35. Listen.
He said to them, Anashim of Yasharal, take heed to yourselves what you intend to do in the presence of these Anashim.
Mm-hmm.
For before these Yamim, Todas rose up, claiming himself as one. The great number of Anashim, about 400, joined with him. He was slain, and all who followed him were dispersed and came to naught.
Y'all see that? Nobody told you. Listen.
After him, Yehuda of the Galil rose up in the Yamim of the census and drew away many after him. He also perished.
See that? See how he wound up doing good? He had a blossoming ministry too. Go ahead.
And all who obeyed him were scattered.
Mm-hmm.
And now I say to you, stay away from them of these Anashim and leave them alone.
Why?
Because if this plan or this work is of Anashim,
Well, if it's a man.
it shall be overthrown.
Y'all see I be going here trying to close these churches down. I been on the corner telling these guys I'm trying to shut their churches down, their religion down. That's how y'all be missing. Where y'all be at? I don't know what y'all be doing. What's all that white stuff on the front? What's all that? What's all that? Go ahead.
But if it is of the Elohim,
But if it is of the Elohim,
you shall not be able to overthrow them,
you should not be able to throw it. What happened? Why not?
lest you may even be found fight against the Elohim.
A lot of y'all have done it. That's why your way been so hard. A lot of y'all don't get it. Some of y'all, he not gonna let you get it. You hadn't realized you have actually been fighting against him. Cause the work been out here. Y'all how many people don't try to take their work down? Y'all, a lot of y'all haven't been here. Y'all haven't seen. Y'all don't know. It been a long. It been so many folk, man. It been I don't know how many videos, how many kick up, how many folk done tried it, how many folk done backstabbed it. It been a long, long fight, and you ain't gonna believe it. I'm still standing.
That's right.
Better than I ever did.
That's right.
Huh? I'm still standing. It's been a lot of folks. I'm telling you, it's been bad. I talking about one time was a guy, he used to go here years ago, and he used to work the system way before a lot of them had come. And he had came back. He had been gone for a couple of years. He came back, and he wanted to come back and wanted to try to start working here. But I told him I was not interested. And he lost it. We was outside out there. We was on Glenwood right there by the bowling alley then. He was outside, he lost it. It was Wednesday before service. We just standing outside, me and a couple of them, I just standing out. He was going, Chris was out there, wasn't it, Chris?
Yes, sir.
Oh, he was going out, he was telling them, this man a false prophet. This man a false prophet. He lead y'all wrong. Y'all lead y'all. I ain't said I was irritated. I didn't say nothing either. Then I ain't say nothing. I just stood there just listening. He said, this gonna be a sign to y'all. He said, God gonna show y'all a sign. This man is a false prophet. After he yelling this stuff, it brought that. Listen, I was just standing there. I was irritated. I didn't say nothing. I just stood there waiting. So I called the police. He said, this a sign to y'all that y'all going the wrong way. Y'all following a false prophet. He said, when the police come, they're not gonna lock me up. He said, God gonna reveal him to y'all and show y'all he a false prophet. We just stood down, just waiting. The police finally pulled up. It took forever. Police got out, and what was going on. I told him about him, he out here and doing this yelling and stuff. He said, has he hit you anything? I said, no. He said, did he go inside the church? You know. I said, no. He said, he ain't go inside the church or nothing. I said, no. He said, I'm taking him to jail. Listen, no lie. That police put a handcuff, he said, God said he got another prophet.
All right. All right.
He said, God said he got another sign he gonna show him.
All right.
All I said was, I don't know why he put that out of his mouth. But it worked out really bad for him. He said, God said it's gonna be a sign to y'all, didn't he? He kept telling him, he said, God gonna show y'all following a false prophet. He a false prophet. Let me back in. I was like, I don't know how I'm a false prophet, but you wanna come back. I just didn't say nothing to him, just left him alone. And soon the police locked him up. He said God told him he was going to show him another sign. I was like, yeah, we seen enough. Isn't that right? But anyway, it's been a lot of folks. He still keeps some of y'all here too. He still keeps some of y'all here too. He got to. It just got to be. He just worked better like that. You know, a lot of times people need to see things periodically. Some people don't see them because you're looking for the wrong thing. Take your time. Every man work gonna prove itself out. Oh, you see plenty of them out there saying false. Just watch them out. That's all I do, just watch them out. Every time you get through, just watch them out. They had another one, he took your time out. He made some of the most beautiful display. He made some beautiful video. Listen, for some reason, that man wasted time. It was some lady, found him on YouTube. I don't know who that lady was. She came out from YouTube. This woman tracked everybody down and took her time to just take them apart bit by bit. Picked up about him, knew about him getting arrested for trying to buy a prostitute. He a preacher. Oh, listen, she went through everybody. I don't know how, they started blocking the lady trying to run out. Another old lady, the car. She told her, said, you shut up. Your husband there, you at that nursing home, say somebody come in and step on that air pipe and cut it out her, what do you call that, hold her. Listen, I didn't have to do she wore into them folks so bad, they got so sick of her. She ran them out. I don't know why. She tracked everybody down. She just started going through them joker arrest records. Called the joker wife name. You pay that child support. And I know you ain't got the air conditioner fixed in that car. You got high blood pressure. Oh, he will pick. Couldn't never mind doing stupid ex-wife. I don't know how the lady went through. She found out everybody, she just tracked them jokers down, just went through their stuff. I never said nothing. I told them, then when I told them about stop fight, I said, everybody disappeared. I told you, I don't have to, that's why I waste my time fighting them. Yahuwah got somebody to go through here and track everybody down and got all their personal business and just went through it.
That's right.
All of a sudden, I wasn't the personal interest no more.
Yep.
Like the movie, personal interest. Some reason that was the last season. So as far as folks trying to use me to I don't worry about these people. I've been doing this too long. I just take my time and just walk the walk and live life. Y'all waste too much time. Take y'all time and submit. All the man trying to get you made your way hard because you keep fighting.
Yeah.
I already know what y'all problem is. I don't know what you're fighting for. You ain't gonna win. You losing. It be different than fighting him. Man, I'm coming up. Man, things just working out for me. They're not working out for you. And you still too dumb and you keep thinking, what is it I need to do? I have no idea. Anybody can probably figure, I'm clueless. Let me see. Stop what you're doing and submit. It's something else, though. Exactly, that's it. Y'all need to get your own logic. Now, come on, let's finish this up right here. Let's see what happens. Got to be a conclusion to it. Let's see. Listen.
They
14
listened.
chapter 1, verse 5, 6?
You want to go back to 14?
14.
Yes, sir.
$14, we at 5 or 6?
5.
5. Come on.
Well, 4 still. Actually 4.
All right.
But his Abba and his aim did not know that it was of Yahuwah, for he was seeking an occasion against the Philistine.
See that? Folk don't even realize. See, you know why he told you this? Hands. What did you just learn? Just now. Hands. It's good. I mean, y'all don't remember. You're going to learn it typically at the end. He told you I declared at the beginning. That's how we know it was Yahuwah. These are signature moves you guys are missing. Signature moves. That's amazing because you guys remember wrestlers. A lot of y'all remember when you describe him, you remember when he used to do what? That move. Y'all missed this move? He just told you that I was seeking occasion against him. You were supposed to find this at the end. Movies don't typically tell you the end at the beginning. You had to go and get one. You said, that's why he did that back. Now that makes sense when you figure it out.
At the end.
I told you at the beginning that the reason why he wanted her and not one of his own, because I sought an occasion against him. Okay. See, y'all sitting around and doing stuff, you don't realize he could be seeking occasion against you. Hello? Yes, sir. Let's see something. Let's pick up something. 11 and 11. Who know what I want? Good. 2 Corinthians. Second Corinthians. Y'all know I already had this wrote up, right? Listen.
What is it about? Is it that I do not ahab you? The Elohim knows.
Hear that? He said, why is it I don't ahab you? Because that what these folks, you know the folks that preach, you ahab me. Elohim know. Tell them.
But what I have done.
What?
But what I have done,
But
I continue to do.
You said, but what you done, you gonna continue to do it?
Yes, sir.
Did Shamshun let her go because her daddy kept asking about the other one? About the one? What did he do?
Continue.
He continued to do it. That's amazing. Because her daddy tried to get him to love one among them. He said, what, because I don't ahab you while I'm doing it? No. He said, what I do, I will continue to do it. Why, son?
So that I make the occasion from those who want the occasion, so that they may be found like to us in that they boast.
See that? He said, so I can cut them off. He said, that's why I'm doing it. So I can cut them out. An occasion is a favorable opportunity. So Yahuwah told you I was seeking an occasion. I was seeking an appropriate time to cut them off. Hello? Let's see what they are.
For such anashim are false shalakim,
See that? They were false sent people. What else?
who are deceitful workers,
You ain't gonna believe it. The Philistines, they deceitful workers. Listen what they do.
transforming themselves as
Into who?
shalakim of
See
the
that?
Mashiach.
See that? They'll try to transform themselves. They'll try to be like some of us. And listen,
And it is no wonder that even he is Satan that transforms himself into a Malaki of Aur.
he'll try to look like Shamshun. All these guys walk around here to hell. Oh, but it's amazing. Because his name is Sunlight. Oh, you fall for all that stuff, y'all see these fellas? That's why I take this occasion I got. I had
Yes,
to cut
sir.
them off, Dave.
Yes,
They
sir.
trying to look like Sunlight.
That's right.
So I'm like, Yahuwah, so I had to cut them off.
That's right.
I cut them off. I know they're looking for a cat. They love this come up. Now I smell preaching. Them brother gonna let their hair start growing out. That's what they want. They don't know what I'm doing. I sought an occasion against them, just like Yahuwah. That's why I do what I do. I cut the cage now. It's a lot. They hate me with a passion. And they don't know I'm just getting stronger. They don't have no idea. I'm just getting stronger. Y'all know? And hair ain't even moving. I'm just getting stronger.
That's right. Yes, sir.
That's all. I just saw the cage again. They trying to show themselves like they sunlight. I already know they're not. Y'all hear that? That's all he was trying to show. That's what he was trying to show these people. Come on, let's get back on real quick. Let's see where we go. How about that? See, now you just learn what Shaw. See, when Shaw talk, a lot of people don't know what they're doing. They really don't know. You know, they be just so happy. They cut off like Sage. I know. Look at Vivey. He's so smart, Vivey. I hope you don't call him baby. They call him Vivey. How you doing, Vivey? Listen, 14-6.
Still at 4.
At 4.
But his Abba and his aim did
I
not.
used to be 4. Then my mama got a job. I turned 5. Come on.
But his Abba and his aim did not know that it was of Yahuwah, for he was seeking an occasion against the Philistine. Now at that time, the Philistine were ruling over Yasharal.
See that? They ruling. So what you think they look like? They look like daylight. Hello? They look like daylight. It's the Shemaiah under you or over you? Over. So they were ruling over them. So they look like light. See that? They look like light. Hold what you got right quick. Yahuchanan. 1. Give me about verse 6. So that's what I want. Let's have we work with it. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, you back up with me now. Wait, he was tired over there. That baby went out. That man be gone. See, that's why you had to come out there and come on to service. Even you at home not taking that nap with that baby. That baby is so tired. That baby sleeping. Oh, sleeping. That baby sleeping. Y'all sick. I love it, too. I love sick people. Because y'all the one need a physician. Y'all keep me working. I'm sick. Who's sick? I'm sick. Listen, 1-6. Where you go when people do this? Listen, 1-6.
There was an Ish Shalak from the Elohim whose Shem was
Sent from
Yahuchanan.
Elohim, whose name was Yahuchanan, which is Yahuwah is gracious. That's what his name. Listen.
He came as a testimony to testify about the Aurora.
See that? He came to testify about the Aurora. What happened?
So that all may amon through his hand.
See that? So everybody could believe through his, see that? Through his work. See that? They just go over there talking. A lot of folk were talking. See, that's where we get all this hand from. See that? See, people go there, see, you believe his word. No, I believe his works.
Right.
That's why Yahuwah kept declaring to you what he did. I keep declaring my works. Come on.
He was not the Aurora, but he was to testify about the Aurora.
See that? He was not that sunlight. He was here to testify about daylight. What happened, son?
The real Aurora.
The real Aurora. What did he do?
Shines to every Ish that was coming to the alarm.
See that? That's what he do. It's a real light out there. That's a fault. That's why he set this occasion. Yahuwah got occasion. A lot of y'all be messing around. That's why y'all. This is what I'm get with some of y'all. Honestly, y'all do stuff to me. It scare me, and I tell you how scare me. It's like you playing with somebody you can't possibly know what you're doing. You dealing with somebody who scramble brains. You know, people go to sleep sane, wake up next morning, they had a hardest time trying to get their shoe on their head, and you cannot explain them. That's not. They keep. Watch people that get down. You can explain all you want. Them people don't get what you're saying. It don't make sense what you're saying, but it's logical to them. A lot of stuff y'all do is logical to you. To me, I'm saying it don't make sense, but it makes sense because you're playing with things you shouldn't be doing. Well, y'all had to understand, that man told you to humble yourself under what that was his shoe. Under his works. And what he gonna do? He gonna bring you up in due time. That's all you gotta do. You gotta pay attention to how it works. But if we don't know how it works, what you gonna do? You don't know. I mean, you don't know. You don't want to know. I teach it, but you don't want to know. Even you go in the book of EU, you know he said he's gonna teach them. It's about the hand of Elohim. He said, I teach you about the hand of Elohim. He said, he'll go give a man all them kids and said, then he'll take them down. He said he'll multiply his seed just for the slaughter. Who you gonna use? Hands. Who you got there? I saw his hand too. Ahab. What you gonna use? Ahab. Y'all know that was love. Ahab, he had 70 sons. See, when EU told you about it, Ahab had to go through it. He had a man got 70 sons. Man, you done solidified yourself. 70 sons, you could listen. Your name going in infinite. Yahuwah took every one of them down. 70 sons, he took them down. And EU told us, the writer of EU told her, said, listen, he said, I'll teach you about the hand of Elohim. He said, the wicked said, he'll multiply his seed. He said, only for the slaughter. So a lot of times you sit around and think you got something, you gotta be careful. See, he make a man, that's how you learn how to walk before him. That's how I learn how to halak. He give you something, I can give you that just for the slaughter. Huh? Go watch an animal they put in when they separate an animal, they put them over the slaughter. See what they feed them. They'll give him the choice of. What are you thinking? I ain't over there with the rest of y'all joking. Look at me, I'm over here by myself. I'm finna slaughter you. They don't know, they have no idea. They're looking at, man, I'm eating better than you. Y'all eating that old junk there. That's cause I'm finna slaughter you. Now y'all don't even know. He gonna slaughter you. But I probably wasn't supposed to tell you that. So we'll just keep going. Listen.
He was in the alarm and through his...
Don't worry about it. Come back over to the book, 14th chapter. Verse 5 still, verse 6.
Verse 5.
Verse 5. 14. Come on, how to move. I'm gonna have to kind of move them on a little faster. So I move 5. Let me hear 5.
Then Shamshun went down to Timnah with his Azzah and his aim, and came toward the vineyards of Timnah. And behold, a young Ari roared at meeting him. The Ruach of Yahuwah came upon him mightily, so that he tore him as one tears a kid, though he had nothing in his yard.
No, they did. Talking about the kid, just a goat. That's a baby goat. Baby goat little enough, you can do it with your hands. He said he had nothing in his hands. Listen.
But he did not tell his Abba or his aim what he had done.
Listen.
So he went down and talked to the Azzah, and she was pleasing.
That's something else you find out. Hands. What you find out with that? What would you put together that he didn't tell him? What did you know? Relationship. Based off relationship. Hands. What you got? That's right. That's exactly what you should have picked up. If I didn't tell him, because he told this Charlotte King, he said, you are my friends. If you do whatsoever I tell you. He said, henceforth I won't call you in the bar. He said, I'll call you a Rael. He said, because all things I heard of my father, I made them known to you. They might have been related to him by the flesh, but he didn't count him as no Rael. He did not count him as a companion. That's amazing. They went with him. He said they went down to Timnah with him, didn't they? They went down to the portion with him, but he didn't tell them. Go figure. And he did tell you there was a friend that stayed closer than a brother. You should have paid attention now. Why wouldn't he tell them? I tell my mom and them everything. My dad, that's why you're in the position you're in. Because they're not a companion. Isn't that right? He said it was a companion. He said, I'd have told them everything. I let them, they just in a bar. They were just sent to serve. That's all. Hello? Yes, sir. Okay, let's go ahead.
So he went down and talked.
Probably would have disturbed his daddy if he'd have found out. Yeah, because he complete rest. Probably didn't want to disturb his rest if he'd have told him. A lot of y'all now, you're in complete rest too. It's that, but he done told you, he that entered Yahuwah rest, you'd have ceased from your own labor. That's just being honest. He told you, there yet remaineth a rest. His father name was complete rest. But he told you that yet remaineth the rest to the people of Elohim. You know how I'm going to get in it? He told me to work, labor, so I can get in it. He said, because he that done enter his rest, he done cease from his own labor. Let me tell you how I know where y'all ain't. Because I listen to you. I watch y'all. You still doing your own thing. So you had never got in his rest. You still sneaking. You still conniving. You still trying to get over. So you're not laboring. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. So y'all didn't know that? It's a difference. See, one thing will help you with getting out of some of the things you're in is to get into his rest. then you'll stop doing your own. Hello? Because Manoah with complete rest, that would made no sense for Yahushua to come. Hello? Okay, I'm just trying to help you out. Figure out, you know what rest is, right? Yeah, he told you to labor to get into his rest. How that work? Wow. Look at Yahuwah when he started. Everything, what was all his work? Everything Yahuwah did, how was it work? So how am I get into his rest? He that will have Kai and seek tube. Yeah, every yum, you ain't pay attention to Yahuwah, kept saying it was tube. After that, he rested. So how did Yahuwah get to his labor? How did he get to his rest? So we went over the works of the flesh, and we'd have kept reading, we're going back up, he'd have told you what the work of the Ruach was. And you ain't gonna believe it against that one. Ain't no law. If there's no law, you ain't gonna believe what it's not. No condemnation. There's no condemnation. He said, I don't have a law against doing too. I don't have a punishment for doing too. He said, I don't have one against it. Only way for me to have one against it, it would have to be a Torah that states not to do it. I don't have a law that say don't do too. So why is the transgression against you? So why is the affliction against you? Because you've been doing too? I know what you're thinking. So how did Yahushua die? Because he bared something. That's right. Bared something, right? How many of my women have had a baby? Oh, beautiful. How did you have that baby? Out your pocketbook? Where did you have that baby at? In a backpack? So you carried it. So did he. So whatever that baby put you through, that baby goes through it by itself. You remember you were laughing and playing and going about your way? Every time that baby caused something to happen, what did you do? Ladies, you felt it. You felt it. You took on the affliction. That's what he did. They don't even know no better. They don't even know no better. Not until they pass from you. Not until they pass from you. They have no idea what they're doing. They don't know why. They're still trying to figure it out. That's why. That's the book trying to tell you. He bore our transgression. He bore us, which means he carried it. Anybody know that a woman's affliction, she take up because of the baby? Hello? Okay. I'm trying to help you out. Hello? Qahaloth, when she got her punishment, how was it going to come through her? Childbearing. How was she supposed to do it? In sorrow. Guess what we found about Yahushua? A man of sorrow. Isn't that right? Then we found out he was Ishbosheth, man of shame. Man, they took all their clothes off in front of everybody. What you think it's time? I'm not scared of the dark. No, sir. He was a man of shame. Ishbosheth, man of shame. And he was acquainted with grief. Hello? Yes, they have no idea. Y'all have no idea what you're doing, do you? I know, just serving the Lord. I mean, what's his name? Are you talking to God? Huh? Whatever you need, God got it. Stop it. Stop it. Come on, finish this up.
So he went down and talked to the Azzah, and she was pleasing in the of Shamshun. Mm-hmm. And after some yamim, he returned to take her. He turned aside to look at the carcass of the Ari, and behold, a swarm of bees and honey were in the basar of the Ari. Mm-hmm. And he took it out into his hands and went on, eating and walking.
That's fine. That's fine. What verse that is?
Verse 9.
Jump to 14. We'll keep it moving. Listen.
So he said to them, out of the eater came forth food, mm-hmm. and out of the strong came forth sweetness. Yeah. But they could not tell the riddle in 3 yamim. Yeah. Then it came about on the 4th yom that they said to Shamshun's Azzah.
When it was? This came from when?
On the 4th yom. Mm-hmm. That they said to Shamshun's Azzah, entice your husband, so that he shall tell us the riddle, lest we shall burn you and your Abba Beth with fire. Have you called for us to make us poor? Is this not so? Shamshun's Azzah wept before him and said, you only hate me, and you do not ahab me. You have put forth a riddle to the bani of my arm, and have not told it to me. And he said to her, behold, I have not told it to my Abba or to my aim, so should I tell you. And she wept before him 7 yamim, while they had the muhad. And it came to pass on the 7th yom, he told her because she distressed him. She told the riddle to the bani of her arm. So the anashim of the city said to him on the 7th yom, before the shamash went down, what is sweeter than dabash? What is stronger than an ari? And he said to them, unless you had plowed with my heifer, you would not have found out my riddle.
Yeah, let him know.
Then the ruach of Yahuwah came upon him mightily, and he went down to Ashkelon and killed 30 anashim, and 30 anashim of them, and took their spoil, and gave the changes of clothes to those who told the riddle.
Y'all see what happened? Ruach Elohim came on him, killed 30 men, and took their clothes.
And his anger burned, and he went up to his Abba's Beth. But Shamshun's Azzah was given to his companion, who had been his Re'ah.
That's what happened. And you know who cleared that up for him? Yahuchanan. That's what Yahuchanan tried to tell you. Pick it up right quick. 3 and 23. I think it is the book of Yahuchanan. Let's see, that's what I want. 3 and 23, Yahuchanan. Now give me a little time to try to get y'all out of here. Since we here, listen.
Yahuchanan was also immersing in Enan near Shalim, because there was plenty of Ma'im there. Came and were immersed. For Yahuchanan had not yet been placed in the Beth of prison. There was a controversy between the Talmudim of Yahuchanan and a Yehudi on the matter of the purification. They came to Yahuchanan and said to him, Ra'ah, the Ish, who was with you on the other side of the Yarden, and of whom you testified, lo, here is immersing, and all of them are going to him. Yahuchanan answered and said, no one is able to take anything except what is given to him from the Shamayim.
Y'all hear this saying? He said, nobody can take nothing. He said, except what given to him from Shamayim. You know, Yahushua told the same thing. He told you his father gave him. He said, nobody can take nothing from me. That's what he told you. He said, my Abba is greater than all, and nobody can take nothing out of his hand. He said, nobody can take his word, and it's your problem. You keep thinking about it. See, you kind of make your situation hard because you don't have the confidence that Yahuwah is the provider. Yahuwah is the keeper. Yahuwah is the comforter. Yahuwah got to be your everything. Y'all got to start recognizing him for who he is. And until you do, I've been in y'all spot. You're in a rut in your whole life because you don't recognize him as who he is and how he works. Everything's in his hand. That's it, bottom line. Whether you like it or not, it's got to fake. Listen, no, not true. I try to tell the people, I'm telling Chris, I tell them, people taught me to tell her, what I tell them? I said, it got to work for me.
That's right.
They'll tell you, I don't just be saying that. I tell they have no idea. It got to work for me.
That's right.
Listen, man, listen. I had this company took some money from me. I don't do no business with them either. I was very irritated with them. They're a pretty large company too. You mean a company? They're a pretty large company. They're a very large company. They took my money. I told them I don't do no business with them. I lost some money for not doing business with them too. I wouldn't make it, right? So we can take it. I said, I don't want to do nothing with them. I said, took money from me. I said, I don't want to do no business with them. I had a guy came inside and talked to me yesterday. He said, you know, they're doing bad. He said, they probably gonna have to shut their doors. Took from the wrong person. Oh yeah, they're huge too. Oh yeah, they got plenty of money. So they had. Checkmate. I try to tell the people, it gotta work for me. A lot of y'all don't realize why y'all doing bad. You got to. He got to keep his word. You don't know why you struggling, why you do it. You don't know. I can hardly make it. You don't believe that, do you? Good. You believe no lies. He got to get you. You do some bad thing. All you have to do is just follow and just do what I'm trying to tell y'all. These people, listen, what he got for us? Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all. I've been afraid. I ain't gonna lie. I've been afraid. I've been worried. What if it don't? What if it don't? We never tried him. Did you really try him long enough to see? Because as soon as he get it, as soon as we think he gonna drop it, we grab it. I don't know why you did that. Just leave it alone. Nobody got confidence in him. Let's be honest, you don't. Let's be honest, tell the truth. You try to run, y'all scared of it. Just don't do it till you get over it, till you willing to give him everything. Don't keep putting it in their hand and fixing it for him too. He's like, I don't want you to fix it. You put it in my hand. I don't need you to fix it and put it in my hand. If you're gonna fix it, I don't want it. Because who you gonna say fix it? Then you're gonna say you helped me fix it. I'd rather you keep it. That's why it stay. A lot of them don't realize why their situation stay tore up. Because you should have left it alone. You should have let him fix it. Why you think he got it? Why you think he let you tear it up? You know, Yahuchanan was a physician. You know, every time he would go around the folk, they'd be like, if you would have got here 5 minutes earlier, goodness, man, like somebody else came and hit me. No, they were sick for a reason. And they had to recognize he was a healer. You never do that. You stay stupid. You just keep on trying to do it. And that's why you're in the same situation you're in. I recognized I was sick. I needed somebody else to fix it. I couldn't fix it. But you, on the other hand, you keep trying to fix it. And you never fix nothing. You never confidence in the dude that told you, hey, you'll try, let's see this stupid thing. It's real complicated. Seek ye first the Malkufa Elohim and his Sadiq. And all this take away. And I'm trying to think, what can I do to help him make it easier? I'm trying to think. How about nothing? About as much as Adam helped him put the garden together. How much help did he have in that? Absolutely none. He already done it. I don't need you to fix it. I need you not pushing him just to keep it like I told you. I want to help. I know. That's why I leave you out the way. That's why he said, that's why I kept you out the way until I done it. Because you can do it and make a mess. So you got to figure, if I had this already prepared for you, get help, what make you think I need you? I don't need you to fix it. Just do what I told you to do. That's it. He didn't use children. He didn't use the Benim and Yashra. When they got there and they actually got land in Canaan, Canaan already had it. They didn't plant nothing there. He told them that. He said, you didn't plant no trees. They did absolutely that. They brought back the pottery to show it. They had pottery for it. Adam didn't help no pottery grow. It was already there. He showed him the trees and they came in. He come to Thompson. If you just wait and believe in God with all your heart, the fruit is on the way. It was there. I just told him when he could eat. It's already here. Do you not believe? So y'all think he put this whole word together, and your stupid, I'm gonna tell you, your stupid little retarded life, he ain't know nothing about it. Your insignificant life that he gave you, you don't think he pre-planned this? You don't think you know where in the case? Because you so big, look at everything. He don't even know nothing about me. God, that's how you serve. So why would you see the manifestation of Elohim? Your thinking is not even logical. It's not even logical. It's not even practical. All right, come on, finish this up.
And you are my witnesses that I have said, I am not the Mashiach, I'm only Shalach before him.
That's all I only said before him. Listen.
The one who has the bride is the groom.
Listen.
And the Rayah of the groom
and the companion of the groom
who stands in Shamahim
and
shall surely rejoice at the call of the groom.
What they do for you, Yahuchanan?
Behold, this Shusha of me is now complete.
He said, that's complete for me. He said, that's not mine. That's how he was trying to, unlike, see, Sunlight, his friend jumped in and took his. Mm-hmm. He said, I'm not that nigga. Let me tell y'all, I ain't that type of nigga. Mm-hmm. I'm the Rayah of it. You hear me? I'm just the one standing by. Mm-hmm. I rejoice when I hear his call. Right. And when he come get here, He said, this fulfills my shoe. This give me my shusha. This give me my joy. I get no joy out of touching this man's bride.
That's right.
These people, a lot of these people, these people have laid with this man and woman. What you think the man gonna do when he come back? He got to kill him. I can't, people do stuff you shouldn't be doing. Because the reason why he told you this, do anybody have any reason why? No reason why he probably had that conversation. So 120. To that, Yahuchanan 1. 1. The first chapter, Yahuchanan 1. Jump down about 15. Let me see. 17, 18. Let me hit 20. Let me say that what I want. Yahuchanan 1 about 20. Listen.
He admitted and did not deny.
He admitted, hold on, that's 20. Jump me up to 7. Give me 17. 117. Listen.
For the Torah was given by the hand of Moshe.
But
The kindness and amat came through the hand of Yahushua HaMashiach.
y'all see that? He's right. Look, how did they come through by the Mashiach?
The kindness and amat came through the hand of Yahushua HaMashiach.
What do we know? The work. He's saying hand. That's how it came through the work. That's the works. That's his works. He told you the works. Listen, he tried to tell you before, the works I do in my Abba name. What they do? They bear witness of me. At 10:25, he told you, I told you before, you were not my sheep, which would assume, which is the flock. He tried to tell you, the works I do in my Abba name, he said, bear witness of me. Y'all hear me? Okay. And you didn't believe what he said his sheep do?
Here's God.
They hear his call. And they do what?
He know him.
You heard what Yahuchanan told. He said, when I hear his call, he said, this my shoe should fulfill. Now, you know, I'm his sheep. That's all, I'm his sheep. That's why he told why I'm listening to the call. I'm trying to tell you. Listen.
No ish has ever seen the Elohim.
Nobody's seen him. What happened?
The only being who is in the bosom of the Abba, he declared.
That's what he did it. Listen.
This is the testimony of Yahuchanan.
They said the testimony of Yahuchanan. We need to hear it. What is it?
When the Yahudim, Shalach, Kohanim, and Lewim from Jerusalem to ask him,
That's what they did. When they sent him to come from, they sent him usually to ask him,
who are you?
who are you?
He admitted and did not deny.
Y'all hear that? He told the truth. He didn't tell no lie. What he told him?
He admitted saying,
What did he say?
I am not the Mashiach.
He just told you I'm not the daylight. I'm not the sunlight. What happened?
They said to him, who are you? Are you all Yahoo?
Listen,
He said, I am not.
I'm not all Yahoo.
Are you the Nabi? He answered, no. They said to him, who are you? So that we may bring back an answer to those who shalak us.
What happened?
What do you say for yourself? He said, I am a calling in Bamidbar. Clear the Darak of Yahuwah as Yashayahu the Nabi said.
So he was trying to do, he was just trying to get the people, trying to call them out of Bamidbar. Try to get them to the daylight. That's all he was trying to do. Get you to the sunlight. He said, I'm not him. So that's why he want to let them people know I'm not the bridegroom. However you keep asking, I'm not him. I'm just testifying about him. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just testifying about him. Sometimes people get mixed up. You can get these preachers got him. Some of these people start saying in the Mashiach. We talk, yes, of course we all be anointed. That's how it is, the anointed one. But we refer to him behind his name, Yahushua, the one that saved the anointed one. That's a different status than any of us could ever take on. And a lot of the time, these guys get mixed up and they start calling themselves Yahushua. Well, I'm technically honoring. No, you're not. You're not. These people just need to just stop telling lies. And I tell you the same thing. I'm just set to tell. I'm just here to bear witness. That's enough. I'm just listening for the call. Y'all got me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So coming back to what we had. At the 14th chapter you was reading? We should be at 15 now?
15:1.
15:1. Come on. 15:1. Shaphatym. They got to be a conclusion somewhere. Come on, y'all hang in here. Listen.
And it came to pass
What
after
happened?
some Yamim,
After some days.
at the Yamim of the wheat harvest, that Shamshun visited his Ashah with a kid of goats.
That's what it came.
And said, I shall go in to my Ashah in her room. But her Abba would not let him let him to go in. Her Abba said, I really thought that you hated her intensely, so I gave her to your companion. Is not her younger Akuth more beautiful than she? Please let her be to you instead of her. Shamshun said to them, this time I shall be blameless than the Philistine, when I do with them the Rosha.
Yeah.
Shamshun went and caught 300 foxes and took torches and turned tail to tail and put one torch in the midst between two tails. When he had set fire to the torches, he shallaked them out into the standing grain of the Philistine and burnt up from the stocks and unto the standing grain, along with the vineyards and groves. Then the Philistine said, who did this? And they said, Shamshun, the son-in-law of the Timnite, because he took his Azzah and gave her to his Re'ah. So the Philistine came up and burned her and her Abba with fire. Shamshun said to them, though you do like this, yet I shall surely take revenge on you. But after that I shall cease.
Yes.
He smote them hip and thigh, a great slaughter, and he went down and Kai in the cliff of Azzah of Atam.
And we understand that, right? Why did he do that? That's right. Not so he's a watcher, remember? That's right. That's why we know every time Yahushua would tell you all find him resorting on the Mount of Olives. You always see him going behind. That's what he did, so he can watch. Listen.
Then the Philistine went up and camped in Yehuda and spread out in Lechi. The Anashim of Yehuda said, why have you come up against us? And they said, we have come up to bind Shamshun, to do to him as he did to us.
Yes.
Then the 3,000 Anashim of Yehuda went down to the
Then
cliff.
we found out it also meant way. Hello? Didn't it also mean way? Timnah? It also meant the way. That's what they came to do, what he did to him. That's what, no, you can't be talking about he was going to do to them what they did to him. And they were talking about they were coming to do what he did. That's what the place was. They were about. That was about giving back people what was due. Isn't that right? That's your portion. No, everybody keeps saying the same thing. Isn't that right? What he going to give them? He like, this your portion. Isn't that right? They said, we came to do what we did. We came to weigh it out. That's what happened. Listen.
Then the 3,000 Anashim of Yehuda went down to the cliff of the sewer of Etam and said to Shamshun, do you not know that the Philistines are rulers over us? What then is this that you have done to us? And he said to them, as they did to me, so I have done to them.
See that? He weighed it out. This their portion. They want to know what he did. I gave them their portion. Listen.
They said to him, we have come down to bind you, to give you into the yard of the Philistine. And Shamshun said to them, Shabbat to me that you shall not fall upon me yourselves. So they said to him, saying, no, but we shall bind you fast and give you into their yard, yet surely we shall not kill you. And they bound him with two new ropes and brought him up from the sewer.
Yes.
When he came to Lechi, the Philistines shouted at meeting him, and the Ruach of Yahuwah came upon him mightily, so that the ropes that were on his arms were as flax that is burned with fire, and his bonds dropped from his hands. He found a fresh jawbone of a chamor, so he put out his hand and took it and killed 1,000 Anashim with it. Then Shamshun said, with the jawbone of a chamor, a heap, 2 heaps. With the jawbone of a chamor, I have killed 1,000 Anashim.
Yes.
And it came to pass, when he had finished speaking, he threw the jawbone from his hand, and he carved that Malchum Ramoth Lechi. Then he became very thirsty,
Yes.
and carved to Yahuwah, and said, you have given this great deliverance by the yard of your abad. And now shall I moot of thirst and fall into the yard of the uncircumcised. But Elohim split the hollow place that is in Lechi, so that Maim came out of it. When he drank, his Ruach returned, and he revived. Therefore he carved the Shem it Un Hapkor, which is in Lechi, to this Yom. So he Mashpah Yasharal 20 Shanim in the Yamin of the Philistine.
That's it there. He judged him for 20 years. Come on.
Chapter 16, verse
Yes.
1.
Come on. 16:1.
Now Shamshun went to Azatah, and saw in Azzah there a harlot, and he went in to her. And it was told to the Azathas, saying,
Let's see what their name meant. We got time. We'll come at the other one. I'd say let's see what it meant since he went him. How about that? They call again. I'm gonna roll. Strong. Azzah. Okay, strong. Okay. Let's see. All right.
Shamshun has come here. They went around and lay in wait for him all Layla at the gate of the city, and they were silent all Layla, saying, until the hour of the morning, then we shall kill him. Now Shamshun lay until midnight, and at midnight he arose and took hold of the doors of the gate of the city and on the two posts, and pulled them up along with the bars. Then he put them on his shoulders and carried them up to the top of the har that is before the Pani of Kebron.
You see that? Look, just like Yahushua, didn't it? Then where he took it up to? Where he took it up to? What's the har?
Top of the har that is before the Pani of Kebron.
Hebron.
Hebron.
Which means united. Listen.
And it came to pass afterwards that he ahab in Azzah in the valley of Sorek, whose Shem was Delilah.
Okay. Now, what is the name of that play? Let's see, Sharat. What did he say? Sharat. Let's see what it means. Now they got that movie Shrek from now, a vine. Okay. Okay.
The masters of the Philistine came up to her and said to her,
What they're saying.
entice him and see by what means his great strength lies, and by what means we may prevail against him, that we may bind him to afflict him. Then we shall give you each one of us 1,100 pieces of silver. So Delilah said to Shamshun, please tell me by what means your great strength is, and by what means you may be bound to afflict you.
Yeah.
Shamshun said to her, if they bind me with 7 fresh cords that have not been dried, then I shall be weak and be like any other Ish. Then the masters of the Philistine brought up to her 7 fresh cords that had not been dried, and she bound him with them. And the ambush was sitting with her in the chamber. And she said to him, the Philistine are upon you, Shamshun.
Come on.
But he broke the cords as a thread of tow strings was broken when it touches fire. So his strength was not known.
See that? His strength was not known.
Then Delilah said to Shamshun, behold, you have deceived me and told me lies. Now please tell me with what you may be bound. He said to her, if they bind me tightly with new ropes, by which no work has been done in them, then I shall become weak and be as any other Ish. So Delilah took new ropes and bound him with them, and said to him, the Philistine are upon you, Shamshun. And the ambush was sitting in the chamber, but he broke them from his arms like a thread. Then Delilah said to Shamshun, until now you have deceived me and told me, Kazum,
Yeah.
Kazab, tell me
Which is a
by
lie.
what you may be bound. And he said to her, if you weave the 7 locks of my head with the web. And she fastened it with the pin and said to him, the Philistine are upon you, Shamshun. But he awoke from his sleep and pulled out the pin of the loom and the web. Then she said to him, how can you say I ahab you when your lob is not with me? You have deceived me these 3 times and have not told me by what your great strength is. It came about when she pressed him all the yamim with her dabarim and urged him that his nafash was annoyed to moot. So he told her all his lob and said to her, a razor has never come on my head,
Yeah.
for I have been a Nazarite to Elohim from my aim's womb. If I am shaved, then my strength shall go from me, and I shall become weak and be like any other ish. When Delilah saw that he had told her all his lob, she sent Ankara, the master of the Philistine, saying, come up this time, for he has told me all his lob.
Yes.
Then the masters of the Philistine came up to her and brought the silver in their hands. She made him sleep on her knees in Kara for an ish, and had him shave off the 7 locks of his head. Then she began to afflict him, and his strength went from him. She said, the Philistine are upon you, Shamshun.
Yeah.
And he awoke from his sleep and said, I shall go out as at other times and shake myself.
Yeah.
But he did not know that Yahuwah had departed from him.
That's not, they didn't even know Yahuwah had departed. Listen.
Then the Philistine seized him and put out his and they brought him down to Azzah and bound him with bronze chains.
So what they take away from him? Appearance and knowledge. That's what the is, appearance and knowledge. Go ahead.
And he saw, and he was a grinder in the prison house. But the hair on his head began to grow after he was shaved. Now the masters of the Philistine assembled to offer a great sabach to Dagon, their mighty one, and to rejoice, for they said, our mighty one has given Shamshun, our enemy, into our hands.
Yes.
When the saw him, they tahala their mighty one, for they said, our mighty one has given our enemy into our hands, and the destroyer of our country, who multiplied our slain. It came to pass, when their lobs were merry, that they said, call for Shamshun, that he shall sport for us. So they kara for Shamshun from the prison Beth, and he sported for them, and they made him stand between the pillars. Then Shamshun said to the boy who was holding his hand, let me alone, and let me feel the pillars whereupon the Beth rest, that I may lean against them. Now the Beth was full of Anashim and Nashim, and all the masters of the Philistine were there. And about 3,000 Anashim and Nashim were on the roof looking on while Shamshun made sport. Then Shamshun Yakra for Yahuwah and said, O Adon, Yahuwah, please zakar me, and please strengthen me just this time, O the Elohim, that I may be avenged, one vengeance of the Philistine for my 2 eyes. Shamshun grasped the 2 middle pillars on which the Beth rested, and braced himself against them, the one with his right hand, and the other with his left.
2 thieves. Come on.
And Shamshun said, let my nafash moot with the Philistine. And he bent with all his might, so that the Beth fell on the masters of all the who were in it. So the moot whom he killed at his moot were more than those whom he killed in his kai.
So, you know what you found out? See, one day had taken Shamshun and after he had told Delilah all his love, when she had them to cut his hair from his head, he became weak. So he went down into the prison house, and there he began to grind. And they brought him back up, but you'll learn that you should humble yourself under the mighty hand of Elohim. He'll exalt you in due time. His hair started to grow back. And amazingly, the place where he was at was called Strong. Shaul told you something where he was going to boast himself in. His infirmities. He said, because when I'm weak,
I'm strong.
if you notice, he killed more people and his death than in living. See, a lot of times they listen. That's why he said, I was glad to rejoice in my weakness. See, when you read about Shamshun, everybody, they think more of him than what they hear or what they see. So he said, I would rather boast of my infirmities. But they missed that. Think about it. You going to go and boast about him in the 1,000 men he killed in the 30? He killed more when he was weak. See, that's your problem with a lot of y'all. You trying to do you. You could do more if you let him work. That's why you guys, the stuff you do, it really ain't worth a hill of beans. See, it's really important for you to sit down and pay attention and watch. This book gives us a whole ledger of how we ought to halak. When I tell you, whatever written for time was written for your learning. But a lot of times y'all move to do other things. You keep trying to rationalize and figure out. You're not going to figure it out. The stuff y'all do, I was talking, so I appreciate Faye. We had a good conversation. She told me. I talked about people reading these books and all this stuff. She said, it was talking to me. She said, you know what I did? I just got rid of a lot of stuff out of my life. I just go back over the word. She said, preacher, I feel freer. I feel better. Reading all that stuff, that motivation stuff, that stuff disgusts me. It's disgusting. I don't know. Why am I getting motivated? People, what you living?
Right.
How am I getting motivation from a sinner?
That's right.
It makes no
That's right.
sense. People don't, I mean, I just stuff y'all do these books, read, and y'all be the most miserable people. I don't get it. I'm not getting out of my bed to watch nobody. I know even by you did. It don't make no deal to bar nobody. I ain't got my bed to watch nobody. I ain't cutting on the fault nobody do that. Whatever you doing, you do it. No money. Who should stop to go see them people? He heard this man preaching his name. Listen, let them alone. Listen, leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? They not against it, they for it. Y'all run behind stuff and your life be a wreck. Y'all keep trying to find some mystery novel, some super strength, some word of encouragement. Why is it a word of encouragement when I got 66 books? Give me this one word of encouragement. Y'all do some stuff, it be the dumbest stuff I ever see in my life. And I have to pay attention to them. Let me see. When you put this strike on a person, what are you doing? Marking them. Who you supposed to mark? Who you supposed to behold? What supposed to be? Why? Y'all never do it though. I watch y'all. Y'all don't follow me. Y'all follow everybody. I just be letting y'all. I let y'all keep going. And you know what happened? Tell me, just show me one of y'all have been successful with it. I'm waiting. I watch you. Every one of y'all, you're a failure. You never do what he tell you to do because you keep trying to do something opposite. He never told you to do this stuff. I'm looking for people to follow. I'm looking for inspiration. I'm looking for mentors. Man, about to talk to me like that? Be a minute what? Oh, man, please. Man, please. Y'all do more, some stuff y'all do, it's the dumbest stuff I've seen in my life. It doesn't work. Y'all getting played every time. Go ahead, Bill Gates, now what books they read. You think Jeff Bezos reading a book about motivation? how to build wealth. You think he reading that junk? These people laugh at y'all. These people, let me tell you, y'all know how these people make their money? Off of suckers. Y'all suckers. Man, I don't pay that stuff. Man, I don't be having time for that stuff. I bypass that stuff. I can't watch nobody. Man, please. I don't have no time. People gonna make a fool out of you. And I get up, y'all get the most y'all get my point. I'm not finna let y'all start doing, man, it ain't your business. Like, you my rail, I tell you. Just watch what I'm living. I tell you what I do, they ain't enough for you. It's something else though. I got to follow somebody else. They went to what it was. They had this thing, they had the folks sitting down, NFL players, folks telling these folks about the houses, and how to buy houses, how much money they made. One nigga sitting there owe me money. I said, tell that. How you sitting there teaching these folks about you owe me money? That's what I don't get with these people. How y'all doing this stuff, trying to tell folk, y'all owe people money? That scares me. Why y'all would say these lies to these people? I just be blown away. I be blown away. I don't say it. The story they're not gonna tell you the truth. It's quick to the end, get you going. Listen, watch all them do this. Steve Harvey, everybody do the same stuff. Everybody know how to, my brand, all these niggas saying the same stuff. My brand and motivation, speaking positivity. You a clown, a buffoon, a liar, a homosexual. These folks straight center, fornicator, drunk, and your brand is what? They find you, because they know, y'all, I'm being with you, suckers out here. All they got, watch them. You take every one of them, put all their stuff together, they all say the same thing. None of them original. They're not telling these people, man, that stuff make me want to throw up. I hate seminars. I hate them. Because I know you're getting ripped. They put, man, please. Let me tell you something. Go find somebody making money. I guarantee you're going to tell you they ain't got time. Man, got time to do what? You ripping up people. What am I tell you? How you bottle that in $39? In one setting. What do I can tell you in one setting for $39, $69? What can I tell you? You know how many years I put into what I'm doing? How many losses before I got wins? Y'all just keep looking for y'all just look for the dumbest stuff. I'm telling you something. People play y'all. Man, it's so many suckers out here. I done seen this stuff. I don't pay nobody nothing. I don't listen. Never watched it. I don't watch nobody. I don't care who it is. I don't watch that stuff because I already know it's a scam. It's a scam. I know other ones do that stuff. They say, I wake up every morning. What I do? I start them up. I said, I'm past stuff now. I start blocking you out. I said, here you go, that scam. I know, you know what? They all say the same thing. They'll start telling you, get up early in the morning. For what? Ain't nothing open. Carry your behind to sleep. Stupid self. I'm on the up because the man got me praying. You think I want to be woke? Yo, stupid self. Tell me something. Get up at 4 in the morning. You retard, go back to sleep. Okay, who you doing business with 4 o'clock in America? These folks sleep. Unless you're doing international business somewhere, get your behind to sleep. Y'all think I'm just up doing them? No, I'm praying because y'all doing something stupid. And the man won't let me sleep. I be like, I want to go sleep. Gotta pray. I'll be up. Boy, I tell you what, these men do not. I think I got about 4 hours sleep from Thursday to Friday. I just said, whoo. I said, boy, something going on. I just had to keep moving. You think I want to be up? I want to go to bed. And somebody tell me, man, I get up at 5 o'clock. Nigga, you call me at 9. Don't you ring my phone at no 4 o'clock in no morning. Ain't that going on? I ain't got time to be talking to you for what? Get your rest. I mean, I told you, man, listen, there are some people that have the ability they can't sleep. But setting that as a business pitch, people make money, they get up out of, man, you can't say that. Don't say that, man. Money, this is why people don't be honest. Money made all around the clock, first of all, okay? This the first thing they need to stop lying. Money's made all around the clock, okay? It's dark here, it's daytime somewhere else, okay? Everybody on shutdown, okay? Banks in other countries, over in Eastern countries, these people, they do bank on Sunday. They do banking on Sunday, okay? You're dealing with American, you're dealing with European. They taught you your Saturday, Sunday stuff. Other people don't acknowledge this stuff. So money's always being made. Y'all got it? You have to learn how to pick your window. This is where folk mess up. You don't pick your window. Learn your hours when you make your money. You can't worry about it. But folks, that's how you screw up. Pick your window or when you gonna make your money. You ain't gonna never make all of it. Just get that out of your mind. Learn to concentrate to what you're going to do, okay? You can diversify, but you gotta learn to concentrate some things down. Diversifying, you start looking at where I see my strengths at. So I put more time to this. The others are just extra. You got to learn your window. Stop fooling with all these folk with these crazy out. They ain't your window you make money. Don't try to do it. That's theirs. I ain't not gonna put that's your stuff. I tell the people, what you think I tell them? I just look at all the time. I said, that's your hustle. That's your hustle. I ain't trying to knock these seminar people. If people stupid enough to pay and do it, you stupid. If you ask preachers, what you think about paying? What you think I'm going to tell you? You stupid. What you think I'm going to tell you? You tell me you got to be more than follow these people. You are stupid. Because if these people doing something, they wouldn't be having time to fool with you. Why knock him out and come out and talk to them people? Why he ain't come out and do a seminar? So that? What else he told you to be the problem he came down? Oh, he felt like if he came down and talked to them, he was going to be stopping what he was doing. Yeah. So how these people get all this time to stop what they doing to fool with you? Y'all stop being clumsy. I don't see. Listen, I'm like something. I'm like, listen. I don't watch so much stuff. All this stuff is scam. I know you ain't gonna listen. Y'all hard-headed member. Do y'all see preachers get up to this stuff? No, y'all see me get up and talk. Follow me in the daytime. Better get off this phone and shut up. That's how I'm gonna go take a dump. That's the most important meal of the day. I got a guy here, man, come get me no 4 o'clock till I leave. My wife tell my kid, man, I gotta take a dump. I mess on myself. That first one, I can't stop it. I had to wait around, I just kick it, pop out the door, I'm trying to leave. Now I hit this, lean on one cheek, come in the house like this here. I don't play around with that stuff. That's the most important one of the day. The other one I can, hey, that first in the morning, it come out like this here. It's like it falling. It's like, oh, woo, what the world? I can't catch it. Man, it's so serious. In the morning time, when my wife get up, she know, don't go to that bathroom. Okay, they laughing. If me and her get the same, she already know, don't go to that one. I got to get the close one. She go to the other side of the house, to that one. I must get there first. Because the first one is that tumbler. When I get that one out, now we start the day. Start that day, that thing ain't tumble down. It's going to be a bad day. Y'all hear that? Y'all just stop running behind everything y'all see, reading all these books. You like to read all them books, don't you? Like all of them read, don't you? No, not you. I'm talking to Rashida. Who you think I'm talking to, Rashida? Come on, Rashida. Come on. Rashida ain't read it. Rashida, when did I tell you don't read a book? Oh, she an avid reader. You have read. When the last time you read one?
It's called.
No, when the last time? That's the name. How old are you now? 46. You said what? You say you live well. You know. See, come on. When the last time you read a book?
I was reading one now that I gotta.
Put 2 checks up there. That ain't the right answer. That ain't the right answer. This right here, reading. How many books you read books that pull you in on it? You get pulled in when you read. You associate yourself with the character. Them bad books. Them bad books. Like how many of y'all get books like y'all get that stuff? You associate yourself with the character. Now nobody don't do. You the only one. You think I'm crazy? These people think I'm crazy. Women love to. They love getting. You read. Do you do that too?
Yeah, I did in the past.
You did in the past. You reading the book now. You associate yourself with that book? Oh, this is a business book, and they ain't gonna tell you now. How much you paid for it? How much you paid for that book? Amazon. Was it free?
No, sir.
How much was it? I'm just curious. I think it was $14.39. Them numbers ain't making no sense. If even it was $14.14 at 28, that's a lot of taxing. Let me tell you something with a lot of these books. I'm not saying there's not useful information. Now, please don't take that I don't. Y'all just got to understand how the system works, okay? What people learn how to do is this. You're only making money a couple of ways, okay? You got a commodity or you got a scam. You got a con. All right, I'm just helping y'all out, okay? A lot of these people learn how to learn what other people are doing, and they start to comprise in the book and sell it though as their own. People stay around people and find out how other people do things and start compiling information, put together, and then they'll sell themselves as a brand as though they've done it. Okay. Okay. Go find a lot of these folk that train for football. Some of them never played. Some of the best trainers they got that paid, never played. They compile their information and got from people. Okay, most every coach done played. They compile the information, that's how they get it. And they put out and they brand themselves out, and guess what? You's a sucker and you bought it. Now, I'm not, let's tell y'all where I come from. I come from somewhere where I watch angles, okay? I have to watch angles. I'm from the street. I have to watch angles because I used to hustle. So I watch people that hustle. I watch angles, and you'll find out a lot of people are selling you other people's products. A lot of people sell you other people's stories. Oh, Antoine Fish, how many of y'all seen it? No, was that not a good movie? Real good, especially when that wasn't true. That was not true about him. How many of y'all knew that? It wasn't true. But I'm just telling how people sell you on stuff. You know, wasn't it beautiful though? Because he sold you a lie. And you bought it. And then you like it? He the first person to ever do it. I'm just telling how I'm real funny about a lot of this stuff. Now, am I teaching this saying to read? No, I'm not. Pay attention to hustles. People hustle you. These books reading about, I don't read none of these people books about how to do that. I do real business. I deal with a commodity. I learn to understand how the market works. Real simple, okay? It's called supply and demand, okay? Let me see, borrow it for a second. Let me borrow it for a second. Can I borrow this jacket for me, if you could? Is it okay? You ain't butt naked, back ain't cut out. Can I borrow it for a second? I don't know, he looking at me funny, I don't know. Take it out, then the back part going or something, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to mess my man up. Now, right now with the temperature outside, can I interest in buying? Are you interested in buying this, with it being cold outside? Can I sell you this in the month of July? Okay, so I don't want to sell it. I'll leave it for the winter time. Here you go, kind of stuff. So a lot of times you got to pay attention to the man. When am I going to be my best time I'm going to sell that jacket? Around June? Why not, though? But it's going to get cold later. Now, if I give him to buy it, I got to give it to him at such an extreme low price. So when I bought it, I had to make sure when I buy it, I had to buy it low enough where I can still make a profit. But my best money going to be selling to him when it's freezing outside. And that brother realized he got to get him a jacket. And he fought in that store and realized, blank. Got it. That's the guys I'm talking to. The one who realized, who played around enough, got cold, and he got to get something right now. And I got him. I got him. You got what I'm saying? So you start looking at supply and you look at demand. You start looking at the market when you're doing stuff. A lot of these people selling you conversation. Pay for no conversation. That's retarded. Sit around, see what you do. Everybody just say, I am rich. Now, why did you just tell that lie? Man, I feel that thing. It's saying you a scam. I'm not going to tell you, you broke. That's why you're here. I show you how to make money, how I make money, okay? I like to deal with a real commodity. I know what the demand is for the commodity. I know how to flip what I got, and I know how to make a profit with it. Got it? Real simple. Every time you're not going to make it money. I settle margin. Throw that out the door. This is why they mess up at. I cannot make less. This is retarded. This is life. Nothing is always going to sell for the same. Stop being stupid. When a store buys 800 candy bars, you think they're going to sell 800 candy bars? These niggas going to eat 400 of them. I got to make my money off of 3. Then the other one's going to steal at the register. But you done prayed about it. And your God told you 800 candy bars going to sell for $800 a piece. You got to be practical. A lot of stuff these people tell you it's not practical. Y'all try to get y'all mind off this stuff, don't make no sense. These people trying to sell you a conversation. You're going to lose time. I don't have no conversation with these people. I'm straight down the middle. Oh, they tell you what you can't do. They're telling a lie. I'm straight down the middle. My boy don't tell you see what I be playing catch it and fetch it with these people, don't it? You got to talk to them some kind of way. I talk to them just like I talk to them. I'm just straight and I'm just honest. It's a different appeal. You ain't going to believe it. I'm still making it. You ain't going to believe it. I'm still making it. I ain't got time. I don't have time. Let me tell you something. Most of these folk come to that stuff. Today, brothers and sisters. Man, I hear that out walking. I hear that fool's name. Who, what? Nigga, we ain't related. Where you going with this current conversation? I hate cons. I hate people when I catch you doing stuff the same people do. I don't like it. I don't like it. Just be original. Why y'all think people watch me? I don't give a damn playing this old rolling Jesus junk. I'm straight down the middle. If I got a poop, it go hit, it gonna pick it up. I'm a human. I drop the egg. What I do? I've never made a mistake since I come to God, brothers and sisters. Man, quit telling them lies. They're not practical. They tell you things that are not practical. And then you're going to have losses. You're always shooting for wins, you're gonna have losses. Them books gonna tell you, them folks gonna tell you, if you do this, you should never fail. That it don't work. It's a different target audience. You can't expect the same thing from every person. That's why those books are not practical. That book tell you about losses, expect losses.
If it does, I didn't get to that part yet.
It ain't in there. It ain't in there. It ain't in there. They don't tell them about winning. It's because it don't make sense. Because I just bought a book. I bought the book to learn how to win. I don't want to hear about losing. Right. That's how they sold you the book. That's how they sell them. Right. Did you look it up, the reason you got that book? Did you look up and somebody recommended the book? And somebody that worked with you?
No, it's a lady, she's an interior designer.
She's an interior designer?
She was doing business, but she kind of didn't have a way of doing it. And so somebody referred her that book, and it really helped her business out, started structuring it and stuff. And so that's what she was.
She's still doing business? She stopped, she's not doing it anymore? She's doing business, she's doing really well?
Well, from what she said, it's not.
And she recommended the book to you? And you're in the same business? Yeah, you're gonna fail. She looked at it. I was stupid, make you stupid too. Boss, what position you played? Linebacker. How many other linebackers you trained when you played? Hold on, no. So it was only one linebacker in the whole football league? So other guy, if I came to you, you playing, and I said, can you show me would you show me, at least kind of put me on the pathway of what you did when you were doing it? And why would that be? Why you wouldn't show it to me? Even if I don't play on the team, we're still competition. Because you're trying to get stats. Pay attention when people give y'all advice. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe y'all different. I mean, maybe y'all cut different than me. Maybe it's just me. It could be. I need to write a book called Maybe It's Me. Because a lot of stuff these folks here do, don't mess around. Let me tell you how people work out here in the real world, okay? People only do stuff for you because you can do something for them, okay? The people that deal with me do stuff with me because I can do stuff for them. Flat no. Nobody do nothing for me because you just like this guy. No, they do that because they say, this guy knows how to do something. This guy can help me do something. I will help this guy do something because I have an agenda of getting something from this guy, okay? No one walks up and just do nothing for you. Please don't be that stupid. No one throws a book on a shelf telling people what they're doing, somebody go and get it, and you can knock the averages down. They don't do it, okay? You ask the guy to do hard work. Go tell Michael Jackson, go do this. Pull up, go to Google real quick. Pull up Michael Jordan practice video. Michael Jordan, yeah, how he practiced. Private practice, Michael Jordan. What that said? Michael Jordan best moment? They say they give you another if you do it. Look at him. Now, I ain't never put this in. Pay attention. He tell you pay attention. Pay attention. That's it. Sit down. That's all you do. You got it. That's what Mike do right now. Mike practiced before this, okay? What you're saying, Mike know the camera on him. He's just showing you a couple of things. You'll never see how many hours he practiced, how he worked to perfect that. He's just showing you some move, and you dumb enough to believe that this gonna help you do this. And you see how many other players in the league just like Mike? Y'all see all these other players with these Michael Jordan shoes? This is how they make a fool out of y'all. Y'all got me young people. Stop being stupid. Mike will never show you his private practice. LeBron, Kobe not gonna show it to you. Kobe, you to practice in the dark. Shooting, learning how to shoot, so when you do this stuff, I already practiced shooting in the dark. Your hand definitely don't stop me. They don't have that video up there. LeBron said, I practice 40 hours a week. That video is not available. You know why? I break records. Do you think I'm looking for my record to be broke? These people have no, let me help y'all young people. These people here not thinkers. These people actually think for $39 and $14.99, somebody that's a millionaire, billionaire is gonna let them buy their book and they gonna become billionaires. So what would that make those billionaires? That make them hundredaires. There's only so much money. It's allotted. So when too many people get money, a lot of people lose money. Y'all ever played Monopoly? You notice how everybody owns everything on the board? Huh? Can't everybody own everything? Everybody had the same amount of money, don't they? At the start, don't they? And what happens? Some people get more money because you know what they do? They learn how to do business. They learn how to make their property more marketable and more profitable by putting other things on it. These people have to be reading these clown books. I don't read these clown books. I don't read none of these people. Man, I'd rather read See Spot Run. That's right. I don't read these people books. I don't read none of these people stuff. Dr. Spark about raising no kid. I don't listen to no white man call himself Spark. I do that with a lighter. Yes, sir. Stop it. Let me tell you something. Best book ever written, best book help y'all get it where you got and teach you how to navigate and go, and what I'm teaching. Listen, I beat them out every time. I beat these people out every time. I beat them out every time because I set myself to what I need to apply myself to. This other stuff these folks be trying to do, I don't pay these people no attention. Don't play these people. Donald Trump had a university. You know where it's at right now? Where's that? Closed. And what the students doing? They suing him. Guess why they suing him? They said it was a ripoff. What made you think I finna let you come here and pay $6,000 and learn how to be a billionaire? How you that dumb? I said, I ain't gonna give you that. You so stupid. I told you, you just stupid. You actually thought that man was gonna teach you how to be a billionaire? They'd be smart. They'd have went Bergen University. McDonald actually got a university. That's not a joke. They'll teach you how to do your books. They teach you how to operate a business. McDonald, for real, they really do. Y'all niggas rather go up here and play around these degrees you can't use. Bergen University teach you how to do your own books, accounting, the whole nine. They teach you how to run and operate your own business. But your niggas ain't gonna go there though. Y'all see how folks trying to sue them, right? Y'all hear folks trying to file them student loans, right? No, because them niggas own McDonald's. And what you own? You're behind about to be picking that old McDonald's. I'll just help y'all out. Y'all know how, y'all want to know, I just told y'all a secret of my success. Stop listening to these people. These people ain't got, these people stuff illusionary. That's an illusion. And you listen, I'm not against books and reading, but a lot of these books, these folks come around trying to teach you about know how to make money. I don't read, I ain't got time for that stuff. That's stuff for clowns, man. Ain't that right, man? Homie the clown. I didn't get that up. Homie don't play that. That's a scam. $39, $69. Man, that junk where it's at. Take your $69. Listen. Now what I could do, we went to him. I could take you, if you make it $69, well, I can do it for you. I'll get you 7 crack rock. You work them right. Listen, I teach you make more money, you're gonna make with that book. You get caught, I testify I never showed you none of that stuff. It'll show that video, I'll be like, I ain't put my foot on Rick James. I ain't put my foot on Eddie Murphy Cow. Yeah, I put my foot on Eddie Murphy Cow. Y'all, let me just tell y'all the truth. Y'all stop, listen, all these quick get rich schemes don't work. There's only a couple of ways you're gonna make it out here. You're either going to have a talent to do it or you're gonna know somebody. Don't believe these people, all that. One day I woke up out rich. These people lying to you. You know people. Listen, everybody here that got money, it's an edge. Okay, they don't believe it. It's an edge. Listen, there's a lot of people do a lot of the same business. Pay attention. It's about getting the edge. Boss, where you to get them people that you came out the line? Watch Mike. Watch Mike come for. When Mike get them joker, watch him. Them joker be on Mike. When Mike get them joker, watch him. Mike gonna catch him on the edge. He gonna edge him every time. He gonna play into him. He gonna edge him. And he gonna scoop him. That thing, you know, they scoop. He got him. He edge him every time. Watch him. Every time he gonna edge him. He catch him up on it. Watch him. He gonna catch him. He gonna edge him. He gonna hook him. He gone. Those jokers sitting there. Every time he know the end here. He know what to do with them joker. He know how to bag him, how to work him. He gonna work him. He wait on the end on him. He gonna spin on him. I got you off the edge every time. They got him. Listen. Pay attention, y'all here. Pay attention. Pay attention to people who doing it. Okay. That's a bad economy if people doing it. You gotta get an edge. You don't have an edge. I watch out. You don't have an edge. You're trying to go straight up. You ain't gonna win like that. You ain't gonna win. You don't get knocked out in the fight. Okay, I'm just telling you, you never expose your whole front. You gotta give them a partial. It's always about the edge. I already see it. A lot of y'all getting knocked out. Them books, I'll knock you out. You don't expose too much of yourself. You ain't no thinker. I be reading that stuff, man. Man, get C-spot run. I guarantee you read that thing right. You gonna say, this making sense. Spot stand still. Spot, you watch your tongue. Catch that back leg, he done went to the other page. Spot going somewhere. Your behind ain't going nowhere. Look at your spot in your draw, same place. C-spot sit. That spot sit. C-spot run. I'm gonna help y'all out, man. Y'all think I'm just hating on people. Not at all. I'm just being honest. I've been played. Man, folks sell you a dream, man. Start playing all that stuff for negative stuff. Man, show me a commodity. What it costs. Let me run my numbers on this thing. Who I'm gonna find gonna get it? Let's get practical. Let's get right down to the nitty gritty how I'm gonna do this. Man, I get some. Listen, I teach you how to do this. Listen, I get some. I could take this. This what I do. I'm good enough to do this. I could take a loss, still make money. Tell me, I said I could take a loss. You heard me say it before, Tim? They'll tell my boy. They don't like me to talk to nobody. I said to Dad, folk walk in and folk look at me. I was walking there. He said, he ain't nobody. He said, come this way. Listen, they ain't like, listen. I just said to Dad. I get together. He said, stay right there. I said, Bryce told me, he said, don't talk. He said, you can't tell people you'll take a loss. They laughed. They said, you can't do that. I said, I can take a loss. I said, I can take a loss. This is the type of person I am. I learned, just help y'all out. Listen, as long as I can flip. I know how to do gymnastics, I can flip. Okay. I'm trying to help you. You can't do no backward flip going up here, can you? Yeah. Can you do a backward flip going up a hill? Huh? It's very dangerous, and I don't do that. I'm trying to help you. I can help you out now. See, I wouldn't risk that. I can flip, though. I can teach you how to do gymnastics. That stuff they be talking about, man, walk in and say, man, no. Some people cut you off, man. They don't like you walking in, because a lot of people can read people. You read people, no. Because it's the same angle. How you doing today? Say, who you hollering at? Man, get away from me. I'm telling you, man, get away from me. That's right. I'm telling you, because a lot of people not original. You'll do better because a lot of times people, they watch people. They're looking for people that's original. They're looking for people that's authentic. They're looking for people that's genuine. I'm just telling you, people did me because I'm genuine. I done people, turn it, let me see the camera. Let me see them people over there. Why them folks do that? I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all want the truth? Y'all pay attention. Y'all pay attention. These folks not going to show now. What is that? John, can I ask something? Turn your mic on. Let me ask something. Can you tell me why you watch us, if you don't mind? I want you to tell us in your own word. Why do you watch us?
I watch y'all because I've been a lot of, I try to find the truth in a lot of different things, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't find nobody standing on the word, standing all the way on the word. You know what I'm saying? Like all the way on. No, not making little excuses. Oh, you can eat what you want to eat, but I don't eat these things that he say don't eat. But it's not no rule against it. I don't run across all that, right? You know, you actually, what happened was I was locked up. And before I was locked up, I was listening to this holiness preacher, right?
Uh-huh.
And at the time, I'm like, man, what he's saying, it sounded all right? It sounded all right. I'm telling my life, right? And I just noticed he kept repeating himself over and over again. He wasn't teaching. I couldn't I couldn't understand half of what he was saying, and he just kept repeating himself. So one day I hit on YouTube, and your video pop up right underneath his video, right? I click video. I hear you going up. Oh, I mean, you signing off on this. Man, what are you talking about? Like, but then I start watching your other video, and I tell my wife, like, hey, it's this man, this preacher, and he's saying some truth, and I want you to hear it, right? When I first put it on, she wasn't going. She was convinced. The last preacher you listened to, I mean, they was convinced like, man, this the one. This is the truth. But the more and more I would listen to you, because I intentionally listen to you out loud. I play it in the house. Just have it blasting off and out. And it would get to the point where she would try to like combat it with, like, she would try to go find some of the other preachers saying that's against what you saying and see if she could find something to combat it with. And she couldn't do it. She couldn't do it, and I knew what you were saying was the truth. I knew it was the truth. And I wanted to be saved. With everything I got in me, I was telling my wife earlier today. Like, man, I be worried. I be worried. Like, when you like, man, when you make it heavy on your heart, like, I call it while I'm on the road, like, man, I gotta get this together, man. I'm worried. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, I don't feel like, oh, I got all this time to get this right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I've been through a couple stages with this thing, and it's like, I hear you talking, I hear you saying. I was telling my wife today, I said, man, he speaks with urgency. How many preachers that say something like, hey, Yahuchanan might already cut you off from what you done done. I said, man, that's the type of truth that'll turn somebody away, and he not scared to say it. Because this is urgent, this something gotta get done right now. It's ain't something you could wait on, nothing like that. But it basically, man, I honestly feel within my life that you stand on what the word say, man. That's it, and that's all I said. That's really, if you wasn't doing that, we wouldn't even be having this conversation, because I wouldn't be trying to hit.
I appreciate you, him. I mean that. I appreciate you. Who else I got? Hobby too, definitely. What got up down? Let's see our nails. Who else I got up down? Say it. How about it, say it?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me why you watch us? Or tell me why you watch me, rather.
I just remember my pastor said your name over the pulpit. He said, I'm gonna start calling y'all fool's name like Tony Smith. And I said, my pastor preached like this. Then I know he gotta be something, so I checked you out. And what stood out to me, I'm saying, I was watching over the course of time, what really stood out to me though, you ain't covering nothing up. You wasn't hiding none of your members. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't scared to point out their flaws or where it was coming up short. And then when you was going through your transition, you wasn't taking the funk like, I got everything right, because you know the scripture, in part, we prophesy in part, so forth, so forth. And when y'all was transitioning away from Jesus to Yahuchanan, I was showing my wife this, I say, he honest. At the end of the day, I'm like, he honest. He an honest man. I was like, I can get behind this. And since then, I just been rocking ever since.
We appreciate you saying it. I appreciate you. Once I got up down. Philip, when I knew, he one of the newest ones started following from Isaiah. How we doing, Philip?
Doing good.
That's good. Can you tell us why you watch me, if you don't mind?
Yeah, got tired of being a lost soul of the work. I've been through a lot in life, and listening to you just preach
preaching and telling the truth and being honest. And me hearing too many people preach, and I learned that even people in my family, they study the Bible, but just to sound good when they quote those scriptures, it wasn't doing it for me. And it had me lost. It had me lost. By them quoting the scriptures, but still secular, doing secular things, and I was just lost. I didn't know who to believe in, what to believe in. And when I started hearing music, it just felt right. It felt right, and it kept me in. It pulled me in, and it kept me in. When I first heard you, I knew I wasn't going nowhere from the first time I heard you. So, that's why I'm here, because I want to be saved. So,
I appreciate
I'm doing everything I can.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And he's the one I was telling y'all, he had to take a stance. His job turned him down on taking the Shabbat off. They turned him down, so he's sitting here at the risk of losing his job. He got a home, no doubt a family. It's people count on me to do what I do. And I appreciate it, just like y'all guys. My job, and I hold to it. I'm not gonna fail Yahuwah. I'm not gonna fail this congregation, these people following. I'm not gonna fail my family. That's my conviction. I'm not gonna fail this man. I failed every time. I failed myself. I failed a lot of people in my life. I screwed up a lot of stuff. I'm not messing this up. My first commitment is to Yahuwah, to this Azzah, and to my family, in that order. I'm not gonna shame them. People risk, they put their lives on the line. People count on y'all. Y'all have no idea, people count on y'all. What I say is good, but people look at people saying, I'm not the only person that's listening. When they talk to other people, I know what people tell you, man, you crazy. That man's a lunatic. There ain't no spirit in that man. There's no way. I'm honest with people. If I don't know, I don't know. I'm not trying to put on no theatrical. That's why I get irritated when I see stuff. I'm from the streets. I know scam. I ran scam. So when I see scam, I ain't got time. I'm just tired. Tell people the truth. What does it hurt to tell? Just tell me no, rather just take me through a whole bunch of junk. I just don't get it. It's a waste of time. You could be more effective telling people the truth. He right when I said to I call y'all out because I care. I don't want people, you know how many people run to church and they get their feelings hurt because they think all them people right, people doing it, and they not. And I give you guys the solution. There's no reason for you to sit in your position. There's a solution if you take it. But you got to be willing to submit yourself. You got to be willing to do something different. Doing what you're doing, this is what I don't get. If it's not working, why would you still be doing it? It don't make sense. It's not working. What does it take for you to surrender? So those are just a couple. We got YouTube. We got Arnez over there. Who's that? Arnez? We haven't been talking to you know who today, have we? Arnez.
No, we stay good.
That's good. Tell us why you watch me.
Well, I started off, I was from the internet too. So when I started off, I was from the internet, and I seen a lot of different people preaching on the internet. I was wanting to change and get back to doing different stuff and get back in the word more. I started out following the one guys at that one church. They had like a little rap song. I was listening to them online, and I seen like your video up under their video or something like that, and I just ended up clicking on it, and I just heard you speaking, and I just started listening for a while, and then I'm like, okay. The first day I'm like, all right, you was transitioning from using Jesus to Yahushua, and you just was speaking on a lot of different stuff, so I just started listening for a while, and I never stopped.
That's all right. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
And the thing with me, what people don't know, I know how to deal with practically anybody on any level. And you have to, if you're gonna be a people person. A lot of times people don't deal with people if they only can talk with them one way. And when you take on this type of job position, You got to be able to meet people on a lot of different levels, just like Yahushua. He met a lot of people on a lot of different levels, from a tax collector to fisherman, you know what I'm saying, to publican, to sick, to well. You know, he met a lot. He met people from other regions. A lot of people, they one-dimensional. And people pick this up about them. When you do what I do, you got to be able to pick up people. You got to be able to deal with people. Shout, I made myself all things to all men. You got to be. You got to be. And that's what a lot of people count me. I'm honest. I say stuff, people laugh. It's funny. I'm humorous in what I do, but I'm genuine when I care about people. Like Philip, I'm comedian. You definitely my Palada Yahuwah, and we gonna do it. If I had to help you, we gonna get through this. I listen. Yahuwah can't fail. That's all my confidence. Yahuwah can't fail. That's all my confidence. I teach him. He can't fail. He can't fail. Y'all hear me? He can't fail. That's why I tell them people, I can't lose. It gotta work out for me. I'm trying to tell y'all don't believe me. It gotta work out for me. He ain't got, listen, listen, ain't no luck in what I'm doing. My intent is pure. My whole end, I work to try to, I like to see everybody do well. It's just, I can't get all of y'all guys on the same page. I still by manipulating. I still got to try to, I got to do this. I can't follow. I can't be behind. I can't do. And I'm looking at, you screwed up most stuff to anybody. How you can't follow me? How I get the word, but I can't get nothing else right? Y'all scare me. I just be honest, y'all really scare me. But y'all know, and I tell y'all that, y'all have to know these folks. I tell y'all, all these folks not with me, but I harbor every one of them. No, they're not all with me. They can't be on that screen. All them folks not with me. All of them not with me, but it don't stop me from doing the work. I don't say that for no complaint, no pity party. I'ma still do the work. Yahuwah told me out to do the work. I'ma do the work. I ain't gonna use that for no excuse to say, oh, if everybody was with me, oh, I can't do it. No, I be telling you a lie. My mind set up, I'm gonna do it anyway. I gotta do it. The other day, I'm just wanting to pay, I gotta do it. I just set my mind what I gotta do it, I gotta do it. Cause I care, you know what I'm saying? Yahuwah ain't gonna fail you. I'm probably get with y'all faint, y'all quit too much. Y'all can't follow, y'all don't trust him. Y'all ain't gonna put that stuff on me. My confidence in him. That's all I got. I'll be honest with y'all. If Yahuwah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and for Cedric, for Philip, for all the rest of Isaiah, Chavez, everybody on now. I know the member, and Arnez, and Don and John. Listen, if Yahuwah ain't him, I've been with you, man. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I don't know nothing else. I know how to do. I can flip something if it's short. I'm telling you now, I do multiple things. There's a lot I can do. I'm not gonna tell y'all no flat lie. I can do a lot of stuff. If he ain't Yahuwah, I'm done. I don't know nothing else. I'll be lying to you. I don't know nothing else. That's all I know. I got everything on this. Everything I got on this. So if you count on me to have another plan other than this, you can leave now. That's all I know. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to tell you no truth. Anything I tell you, I got something else. I do something. I'm doing fishing. I do beef. Listen, I do fishing in Ghana. I do beef in Botswana. I do a lot of stuff. I'm doing building in Ghana. I'm build over here. I sell over here. I do the car business. I do some trucking here. There. I do cologne. Listen, I do oils. I do detergent. I do a lot of stuff. Do him. Listen, if Yahuwah ain't Yahuwah, I ain't got nothing else. I'm out here. I'm asking you to come out here with me. That's all I know. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I ain't got no trick up my sleeve. I ain't got nothing hidden just in case he don't work. He ain't gonna work for me. He told me I had to give him everything. Everything. That's all I got. That's all I got, everybody. And I don't want nothing else. I don't want nothing else. That's all I can tell you. I don't want to lie to you. That's all I got. I said before y'all a man, that's all I got. I don't want to tell you, I ain't got nothing else. I got money over here. I got money over here. Listen, I got some stuff. But coming on this, I ain't got nothing else. So you sit here, you see a man that told you, I exposed myself. I told you everything. I told y'all all my law. I ain't got nothing else. All my confidence in him. Only because I know he's real. I ain't got no doubt about it. He's not going to fail me. He said, whoever minded me, he said, I'm not going to put you to shame. He ain't shamed me one time. He ain't shamed me one time. All the shame been me. He has not shamed me one time. That's why I keep my confidence. I know why you don't believe in him all the way, because you done shamed him. The man ain't never shamed me. So I made my mind up all the way. You either all the way or you ain't even in. Y'all hear me? I'm gonna help you out. I'm just telling you the truth now. It's somebody, now, to say no other religions out here, I be telling you a lie. It's other religion. To tell you no other preachers, I be telling you a lie. And every one of them ain't false either. It's all about, though, how far you'll go. How far you willing to commit yourself. Are you willing to go all the way and be all the way right? Are you willing to be all the way honest with these people? Everybody not willing to do it. Just being honest with you. You make up your mind. Whatever y'all want to do, you do that. But at the end of the day, look at your results. Your results are based off what you put in it. Just be honest with yourself. Who in here done gave me everything and he done let you down? Where you at? Truth be told, you couldn't tell me. I watch what you got. I know you ain't gave him everything. And all you gonna do is tell me a lie. No, you commit your way to him. Commit your way to him all the way. Stop down there. Trust him for who he is. Do it get tight? Yeah, it get tight. How am I believing something I can't see? But you're trying, he wouldn't ask me to. He's never asked you to believe in something you can't see. Why? He left evidence. Just believe in what you don't see. How much sense that make when I gave you sight? How much sense? You believe the dumbest stuff. You just got to believe it when you can't see it. Why? Why would I leave evidence? In the book of Romans 1:19, they said, listen, the invisible God, this thing is clearly seen. The invisible Elohim is clearly seen. How? Through his works. He showed you, my hands have made all this. Tell a man to go make a tree. He can make a chair. Tell him to go make a tree. I ain't said get no seed. I said make a tree. Can't make no tree. He ain't do it. And then put the seed inside of it. You can't tell me who know how to go peel a tree and pull the seed out of it. Yahuwah said the seed inside of it. How the other tree get him? He said, man, it's seed in itself. They trying to figure out how he done begot a son and not had a one. He said, man, there's seed inside of him. Ain't that right? He done told you. There's a seed inside the tree. Who the tree go hunch? Who the tree screw? Them tree should have been no more. He said, man, he said the seed inside itself. Now you can do it in the tree, he can't do it though. Go ahead and tell the truth, because you stupid. Keep reading them books. Wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and keep being a retard. Father need people know good way you ain't doing that no 3 o'clock in the morning. Carry your behind to sleep. I remember one time I was texting I just sent out a tweet early in the morning. I sent out a tweet one time, it was bad. I sent that thing out. My phone rung. I said, y'all know that. If you hit me 4 or 5 in the morning, somebody better be dead. They better have lights to put something going on. I be looking 3, 4. You ain't gotta be in the car. I said, that thing ring. I said, hello? Yeah, I knew you want to sleep. I said, hold, stop. I said, I'm asleep. This is a sleep text. I'm on the tweet. I said, when I do this, I'm laying back down. Yeah, I'm not going to tell y'all it was Chanel. I already know y'all thinking, who this is? I'm talking about as soon as I said that thing, she called. I said, somebody got to be dead. I said, answer sleep. I said, hello. And holler. Yeah, I know you want to sleep because you just tweeted. You know this? I used to wake up every morning, I send my tweet, and I'd go back to, lay back down and try to go back to sleep. So don't do that. Y'all, that stuff we don't do. That stuff right there. We don't do that stuff right there. Y'all got it? I appreciate y'all. All y'all. All these members, all of y'all. I hope y'all too. Y'all hear every one of you. Everyone, Philip, listen, we're going to put in the hands of Yahuwah. Let's let him work. This is what he do best. He can't fail. Rest of y'all, when y'all going to put y'all confidence in him? When you going to put your confidence in him? Y'all done seen it. You ain't going to make it. You ain't going to make it till you do it. Y'all hear me? Yes, sir. All right, I'm trying to help y'all out. That too.